He should go with no disclaimer. Fame and never let my fader. He was going down and she was going up. Look what you've done. She come with a disclaimer, so that no one ever falls for what you got. She'll never fall again. She won't. He should come with no disclaimer. Baby, never let my fader. Who could blame her? He was going down, she was going up. Excuse me, please. Going up, please hold the door. Going up, put out his hand. Going up, and he held it for her. Going up, and she jumped on. Going up, kind of smiled, she sort of smiled. Going up, he had pushed ground. Going up, so they went down. Going up, she pushed him. Going up, he gave his hand. Going up, he gave his hand. Going up, she did the same. Going up, so where you from? What you done? And they can feel what made it seals. And they tell the story over and over again. Fade. How can we imagine had you never heard my call? Stay. Or if the happenstance that happened never happened at all. Or the million things that had to coalesce to make you wait that night. Had I curled my hair or worn a different dress and not been late that night. Had I missed that aeroplane? Had I missed this lovely bumpy ride? Had I never met you later, never felt you sleeping by my side. Just like that elevator, we go up and down, only up beneath the feeling. Many years later, and I haven't found another lover to compete. Look what you've done. Not sure you could blame no one who's ever found the feeling she's got for him. They'll never fall like this again, no, never. But she come without disclaimer. Baby, not an elevator. He was going down and she was going up. Excuse me, please, please hold the door. Going up, stuck out his arm. Going up, and he.
All right, that was Louis Vega and the lovely Monique Bingham. You know, that's my favorite, one of my favorite songs. And Louis Vega does good work copying our song, but yeah, it is what it is. Good evening. I'm your host, Intellectual Nuben Menkares, and this is High and Mighty Thoughts. With me, the Intellectual Nuben Menkares. My lovely wife, Amandea, will be joining me. She'll be helping me on the slides and everything. So, you know, it better late than never. This is a late edition, but it's a special edition because I'm going to be exposing some things, showing some things that many people may not know about a certain individual who decided to put my thinking that he was putting my business in the street, thinking that he was exposing me. Nuben Menkares. Yes, that's my name, Nuben Menkares. But I'm gonna do something special tonight. I'm gonna expose myself. I'm gonna tell y'all everything about me. Whatever you don't know, my followers know everything pretty much about me. But I'm gonna expose even more. I'm gonna help you out, Taharka Bay. Or should I say Toronto Antonio Johnson? You already know what's coming, nigga. You already know. You should have never messed with me. It's just the smoke now. Now the fire is coming. Before we start off, like always, in the name of Amen, the Supreme, the all-powerful, the one and only true Lord. In Amen we trust. In Amen we think. And in Amen we continue forward forever. I'm your host, the Intellectual Nuben Menkares. This is High and Mighty Thoughts with me, Nuben Menkares. This is going to be a 2-part series because we got so much stuff that I can't jam it into one night. I can't. I want y'all to enjoy what y'all going to see. I'm going to keep y'all entertained with these facts about this individual who think he was going to come on his little shit show, Mr. Moronic Science, Taharka Bay, aka and what's his name again? Toronto, Antonio Johnson. At Toronto, Antonio Johnson, born March 21st, 1973. I'm gonna get into you in a second because you ain't the only one that could check backgrounds, bro. You so easy. But I'm gonna get into me first, since you wanted to go into my background. You was doing searches on me. You went on my Facebook pages and you took public pictures, which I don't care, but it just show how much of a creep you are. You gonna go into my Facebook, take my pictures without my permission, and try to insinuate that I'm running some kind of cult? Really, nigga? Well, let me start from the beginning. I'm gonna give you my background from the beginning. You said my name was Scott Anthony, right? Yes, it was. Scott with 1 T, not 2. Scott Claude Anthony. Get it straight, since you're gonna go look in New York, because that's where I'm from. I grew up in Brooklyn, born in Brooklyn to my mother and father, William Anthony and Bonnie Council. You can find that, right? I was raised by my father and mother. I come from a 2-parent household. I got a brother and 2 sisters. I'm gonna save you the time of trying to do your fact checks on me. I'm the second child of 4. Okay. I was born in Brooklyn, New York, November 14th. Get this, make sure you write this down, Toronto. I was born in November 14th, 1970. I am 53 years old. I will be 54 this year. Okay. I grew up in Brownsville, East New York. I grew up at 362 Sutter Avenue, apartment 10F. I was raised in a 2-bedroom apartment with my mother, father, and my brother. Then we moved to a 3-bedroom apartment in the project still, 390 Sutter Avenue, 4B. And then I just moved to Bedford-Stuyvesant, which is still in Brooklyn.
You want to show the slideshow with this?
Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, start my me as a child. Yeah, start off at the beginning. Tell my lovely wife to start off at the beginning. Okay, she about to start the slideshow. Scott with a T, 1 T, not 2. But when I was born, see, my mother and father, they didn't put Scott Claude on the birth certificate. It was just male Anthony. That's all it was there. That was added later. You can come in here, Toronto, if you're listening. Okay, you can come in here if you're listening, Toronto. That's his real name. Okay, that's my mother and father. Hold on, put up there. That's my mother and father. That picture's taught. Beautiful, lovely couple. All right, they still alive. They still here with me today. They both in their 70s. All right, my mother and father, William and Bonnie Anthony. All right, go to the next slide. I'm gonna save you all the trouble. There's me as a child, right, little Scotty. And there go my Caucasian European kindergarten teacher. Since you want to go back and dig in my background so much, there I go. I was a cute kid. I wasn't. I was a cute little boy. Right? I was all pleasant until I had to meet the real world. Yeah, so that's me right there. There go us in our little project apartment in the 70s. That's about 1974, 75. Circa 74, 75. Because I'm going to help you, nigga. Go ahead. Next one. Next slide. There go me. At 13 years old. I was 13 in junior high school there. I went to Bed-Stuy Catholic Junior High School in Brooklyn. Okay. I was still Scott Anthony at that time. So just to help you out. Never said my name was Nuben Menkares. Never said I was born. Excuse me. I never said I was born with the name Nuben Menkares. I don't know if you thought I was trying to hide that. See, I'm not like you. I don't got nothing to hide. Okay. So that's me at 13 years old at my graduation. Okay, big smile, crooked teeth. Okay, next one. So fast forward. Okay, that's it. Fast forward. I went to the early days when I started the Republic of MENTELLECT, but I'm gonna fill in the blanks right there. So after I graduated junior high school, I'm gonna go back to my old other picture. After I graduated junior high school, right, I went on to high school, Samuel J. Tilden High School, where I graduated in 1988, 18 years old in 1988. Okay. I then went on to Norfolk State University. I didn't stay there, I only went a year. Right. That's around to 89. That's around the time I got influenced by the Nation of Islam and Dr. York, the Ansar Allah community. So I was going back and forth trying to see which one I wanted to join because I was a 5%er when I was 13 years old. I started studying the lessons of the gods and the earths, the 5% nation. That's my background, right? And for a second, I became a 5%. I became son Allah. For a second, I hid that from my parents. I became son Allah. You know what I'm saying? I was studying the lessons. My father told me, don't bring that jail shit in my house. That's what my father told me, But anyway, so I studied that for a minute and I abandoned it. Then I went on to college, Norfolk State University, stayed there a year after graduating Tilden High School in Brooklyn. And then I came in contact with Ansar Allah community. I saw brothers in the train station selling books, selling Dr. York's books, right? And I also saw the Nation of Islam when I, here and there. But I saw the brothers in Brooklyn before I left for college. So what I did was I would cop a few books, and I was just amazed by it because I was always into the upliftment of my people. So that right there attracted me. So from there, I went to Norfolk State University. And like I said, I only stayed a year. It was a party school. I was getting in fights a lot, and I was chasing girls and getting in fights. You know what I'm saying? All that. Girls coming from all over the place. So I was having a good time out there. It was a party school. So I wasn't taking it seriously. So I left. Came back to New York. And I got, I was going to get down with the Nation of Islam out there. There was a brother out there by the name of a brother who was the minister of Mosque number 57 out there by the name of Henry Muhammad. I was going to get down with the nation. And that's why I first met Khalid Muhammad. I actually met Khalid Muhammad in 1988. All right. And he came to our campus to speak. And he, I spoke to him. We was doing security for him because I was about to write my letter and become Scott X Anthony. Right. I was about to do that. And, but it was kind of, I ain't going to go into it. It was kind of messed up out there. One of the brothers who was Farrakhan's assistant's nephew, me and him was cool and whatnot. But he had a lot of stuff going on. I let him stay at my house one time. And the brother, he was chasing white girls. Let me just be real. He was chasing white girls and drinking Mickey beer. All right. And hanging out at my house. But whatever. I ain't selling his final calls, but whatever. So fast forward. So I left there, came back to New York, and I was going back. I started going to the mosque over there on 548 Hart Street, where Dr. York and them had the Ansar Allah community. They were still wearing the robes. They were still wearing the jalabiyas and wearing the kufis, right? And so I was intrigued by that, and it was a minute before I took my shahada, right? And I was on to get down with the Ansars. Because I really was about what they were saying and whatnot. I was loving the books and everything. I wouldn't read them, but I would just look through them, and I would hear a lot of tapes from Dr. York. He was Imam Isa at the time, right? But he was still doing his Dr. York thing, doing his singing. So me, my brother, and I met this other brother named Ishmael. We was all going there, and I eventually took my shahada. I was at the time 19 years old when I took my shahada. Right. I was fresh from taking my shahada. Actually, I took my shahada around that time. And, I was broke. I was running around because my family wasn't looking out for me no more. They wasn't taking care of me. I was basically raised and taken care of by my mother and father, we was pampered we lived in the project, but they took care of us. So when that situation wasn't going no more, I aged out of their system and whatnot, I was still staying with them, but I started trying to go and get money, and they wasn't putting money in my pocket no more. I tried to work a job and all this other business, but security, whatever the case is, but I wanted fast money. So me and his brother Ishmael, that was my homeboy, that's my homie, we both took our shahadas over there along with my brother, and we became Muslim. Now, who came through there was a lot of rappers was coming through Brooklyn at the time. Black Moon, Buckshot, and 5 Foot, all of them. I know all of them. Kenyatta, all of them. We was all Muslims. We was all Ansar together, right? And we used to all wear the white robes and everything. We wasn't in the community. I didn't join the Ansar Allah community because they had a lot of drama going on there, but I was always close by. That was around the time, me and Ishmael, my comrade, my brother at the time, like I said, we got into some trouble. We tried to take some money from this store, right? I caught a charge off of that in 91. I was let me see. I was about 19. I know I was not 19 when I caught the charge, right? I was about 19, right? So let me see. Yeah, about 89. I caught the charge about 90. I want to say that around 89. 89 I caught the charge before I took the shot. Yeah, that's right. But we was dancing around it, and I caught the charge. I did a strong arm robbery, which means I choked out this dude. Cause I was pretty strong. I still am back then. I was working out. I choked out a dude, and the comrade, my homie, he took about $20,000 from the guy, and I choked the dude out. I didn't use any weapon or anything violent. Nothing happened like that. So we did that, but we got caught. Right as we did it. We wasn't no criminals. We was fresh and whatever. We got caught. We went to jail briefly. We didn't even really go to jail. We was in the holding pen, and this was our first offense, right? So when we went to go see the judge he chose not to lock us up. Caucasian, European, as you say. He basically let us go. He was like, he chastised the hell out of me. But Ishmael, he was about 17 at the time. I was about 19 at the time. So it was 89. He chastised the hell out of me for leading Ishmael, who was 17. I was 2 years older than him, into that. We caught that robbery charge. But what he did was he didn't lock us up. He gave us probation. He gave us a second chance. He didn't let us go to jail, right? So he gave us probation. He said if I did the 5 years probation, it would, I could go ahead. So I stayed out of trouble, right? And I did like 3.5 of those years on probation. I didn't go to jail or nothing like that, and I was off probation. I had a probation officer downtown Brooklyn, Nevin Street, who I would have to see once a month. I would have to pee in a cup. You should know Toronto, right? I did all that. Never got in trouble again. In fact, that might be expunged off my record because I was trying to get it expunged because I was trying to get YO status, which means youthful offender. Okay. That is the only thing on my record you'll find under Scott Anthony. That's it. I've never been convicted of any other crime since. And I had a little incident which I'm not going to go into, where I was sat down for a second, but I was found innocent of a charge. But so that's not on my record. So the only offense I had on my record was that strong arm robbery, which should be expunged by now because it happened, 89. So like over 30 plus years ago, damn near 40. I might want to over 30 plus years ago. So I'm giving you my background and history just in case you go and dig and see he did this when he was young, because you do scumbag stuff like that. And by the way, you said something about my office walls. He said that I have asbestos on my office walls. Let me explain something to you, moron. This is not asbestos. What this is the backing of wallpaper. Because when I purchased this home, by the way, I purchased this home 2 months ago. right? And I spent a lot of money on this home. It's a big, beautiful home on a lot of land, you know, which I know you don't live that way. I know where you live, okay? Toronto. So in my office, if you see, this is the back of wallpaper. This is not asbestos. The walls are not peeling. I had the brothers come in here and tear all the wallpaper down, and it was up for so long, it left the back on the wall. It wouldn't always come off. The only way to take this off, you would have to steam it off. You know that. You say you do some kind of construction or whatever you claim you do. So this had to be steamed off, okay? So I didn't bother to steam it off. I'm just going to panel my office. If you've been watching my High and Mighty Thoughts, I kept saying, excuse it, my office, because I'm going to get it paneled. That's why I said I'm not even going to bother to get it steamed up. I'm going to get it paneled. I was just going slow because I was trying to decide, and I was dragging my feet. I could have had the office paneled, but I was trying to find out what panel I liked, and I was going to get somebody to put it up. But so I'm going to do my panel search. So in another week or so, it's all going to be paneled out. It ain't even going to look the same. But the corners, everything around the sides and the doors are painted. I had that painted. This is just from the back end of wallpaper. This is not no asbestos. And you can't even pronounce asbestos. That's how dumb you are. Who does something? First of all, before I bought this home, my lovely 6-bedroom mansion, nigga, before I purchased this home, right, I had an inspector come. And the inspector comes and looks and appraises the house. There's no lead in here. There's no asbestos. So maybe in that little shit shack you live in Baltimore. Maybe in that little shit shack you living in Baltimore, you got asbestos and roaches and everything else. I don't have that. I don't have that. I graduated, bro. You see, I don't live like you. I don't live in a little shit box like you, little cat box. And we're gonna show you a little cat box you live in. But I'm not gonna put your address out there because I know it already. All right, nigga, you ain't the only one that could do research and find pictures and go and find. I got a whole team. I told you, don't play with me. I'm not even finished. It's gonna take 2 nights because Toronto, all the shit we found on you, bro. For you to sit up here and talk about somebody, you got to be mentally ill. With all you live in a complete glass house, so you damn sure shouldn't be throwing those stones. Oh, we got everything. Toronto, Antonio Johnson. That's your real name. Your real name is not Taharka Bay. Okay? It's not. You never legally changed it. We checked all that. I got people. I also know about your jail record, your criminal record. Going back to 1991 and going up to 2014, and I'm going to read off all your charges because it's public record. It's public record. Toronto, you a hypocrite, you a liar, and you a black devil. You are in no position to tell nobody nothing. You became a Moor. Huh? Yeah, I'm about to go into more to the slideshow. I'm about to go. Okay, I'm going in the order because I'm still on there. Hold on, which ones to go to? I can hear you. Okay, just click to the next one. Thank you. That's my lovely wife, mom and dad. So, Toronto, I know you watching. And so your name is not Taharka Bay. You never changed your name. You claimed that my name, and here's me in my first conference. You claimed that my name is Scott Anthony. Untrue, sir. I changed my name back in 2003. And I added on to my name in 2018. So I officially became Nuben Menkares. I took out parts of other names I had in there, but I could show my paperwork. I officially changed my name to Nuben Menkares. Now you want to know what my influences were? You were stuttering around talking about, was he talking about Egypt? Was he talking? It sounded Egyptian and Kemetic. Let me tell you something, idiot, moron. All of that is inspired by American indigenous culture. Because, see, American indigenous culture made its way into ancient Kemet. That's why you find more pyramids on this side here in America, Mesoamerica. There's over 2,000 pyramids, way over 2,000 pyramids over here in Mesoamerica. There's only 200 pyramids in Egypt. You didn't know that, though, did you? There's more pyramids over here. So the so-called pyramid culture starts from Mesoamerica, not Egypt. The people went into Egypt and they set that culture up. There are people on the walls in Egypt look like so-called black people here in America, and there's a good reason why, because it's the same people. Those are Mesoamericans. I'll get into that in a whole nother thing. You ain't gonna debunk nothing because you don't even know the languages and things that came from. Like when I brought out the thing of noble, I said, well, what is the Kemetic word for noble? You couldn't give me that, so you don't know nothing about that. But anyway, here's me at my first conference that I did when I became Nuben Menkares. You know, when I became Nuben Menkares, I was doing my conference, a Superman, Superwoman conference. You see, I'm dressed out. I held that conference in Brooklyn at Restoration Plaza in Bedford-Stuyvesant. And I started teaching because when I was with Dr. Let me go back. I was Dr. York and I went through my ANSAR phase. Oh, hold on. Go back a little bit. I was at my ANSAR phase. I had the white robe on, did all of that. And I was with Dr. York in the ANSARs. Just stay on that. Just stay on that. I was with Dr. York in the ANSARs from 1990 to 2003. I was off and on, in and out of the community like that, being around them. So I was around from 90 to 2003. In that time, I think it's about 14, 15 years. I'm not counting it right now. That's the time I was dealing with Dr. York in the Ansar Allah / Nawabian community. I went through the Ansar school. We did the Egyptian thing for a second. I was part of the ancient Egyptian order, but that's not where I got my name from. My name in the ancient Egyptian order under Dr. York was Sekim Atun. That was my name, Sekim Atun. So, and my Muslim name was Idris Muhammad. I was Idris Muhammad, and then we went to the Hebrew thing, and I became Moshe. You see, I didn't take on last name, it was Moshe, and people knew me as Moshe, and I carried that name Moshe, which is Moses in the Hebrew language, right? Carried that for a while from Idris to Moses, from Islam to the Hebrew thing. He did that for a while, and then Dr. York started moving through different things. Then he got into the Egypt thing. That's when I became Sekim. And this happened over several years. So fast forward when we got to we got into 1997, right? About 1997, Dr. York and them they were starting to leave Bushwick and they went upstate New York. But then like 90, 91, they went upstate New York. They went to the Catskills and they went up there and they bought land up there. And we used to go up there from Bushwick to Brooklyn, stay on the land and, have, on the weekend and have cookouts and people celebrating and buying stuff. And then he eventually left from up there because he said it was racist, really racist upstate New York. And he went down south. He got down south in Eatonton, Georgia about 98, 99. I want to say around that time. Around that time, Dr. York, and I ended up moving from New York actually around that time, 98. I moved from New York to Columbus, Georgia. My homeboy Dez was out there. He was part of the community. He was part of Ansar Allah. So he had a 2-bedroom spot. I stayed with him until I got my own spot. He had a 2-bedroom apartment. I got my own apartment out there. And, I was hustling, selling videotapes and things like that. That's when the videotape craze was going on. I was hustling videotapes. I was working a little bit, doing, trying to make money. I got my own place, and after a while, I stayed there for a year. Then after a while, the video selling thing burnt out. And I wasn't trying to work no job there because only thing they got there is waiters and dishwashers and restaurants. They got little menial jobs there. And I wasn't trying to work that. So I bounced. I went back to New York, right? Went back to New York and stayed with my people for a year. Then I left back out. I didn't even stay for a year. I don't think I stayed for a year. I stayed maybe a few months. And I went out to Athens because Dez and them all went to Athens. They told me Athens is cool. I should come out there. So I went out to Athens and it was nice out there. It's a college town, Athens, Georgia. Stayed out there from 99 to 2000. Stayed out there for a year. Had my own apartment out there, overlooking the pool. I was working as a waiter at this restaurant, and that's basically all those jobs they had. But my rent was cheap. It was only $375 a month. I had my little bachelor pad out there. I had girls coming through. I was having a good time. It's a college town. I was like 29 years old at the time. I was 29. So I gave you all of my 20s of basically going around. At that time, Dr. York decided to form a Freemasonic lodge. I remember they had a room that they rented out at the college out there at University of Georgia. And Dr. York had all the brothers come out, and he started just telling us, he said he's going to start a lodge, right? And he was explaining, he asked any of us, were we Freemasons? And we was like, nah, because we was all like in our 20s. Anybody know about all that? That was stuff they did back in the 60s and in the 50s and stuff. Like everybody was really in the, like around the 70s with the younger people that kind of burned out. But we wasn't dealing with that. We was just still coming out of Islam. We was coming out of the whole Israelite thing, you know. And when he introduced the Egyptian thing, we left. So when he introduced Freemasonry, we was like, all right, this is another thing. You know, we used to call him Pops. Pops going to do this. We're going to do it. So he said he was going to get a charter from the Scottish Rite. And what he explained to us was that he didn't want to go through the what's that, Prince Hall. He didn't want to go through Prince Hall Masons. He said because they're a bunch of boule coons. That's what he said. They're a bunch of boule coons, and he wanted his own charter to practice. Plus, he wanted to add the shrine onto it, which is the 30+ degrees. You start off from 1 to 3 because that's really the highest you would go as a Freemason, from entered apprentice to fellow craftsman to master mason. I went through all that. Okay, you really had to be badass to go through it. Okay, it's a mental thing and an endurance thing. You got to be badass. So I went through that with a bunch of brothers. We went on the land, Tamaray, when he still had it, and we got initiated in one of the buildings on the land. We got initiated, and it wasn't no weirdo stuff. It wasn't no, people be thinking that it wasn't nothing weird. It was straight up. It basically, I'm gonna just say it's basically like a college. It's like a college initiation pledge thing, where people don't like hitting you, doing kind of crazy stuff, knocking you, all that stuff. I'm not gonna go into it, but they basically was like, you know, you had to fight your way through it in a sense to get. It was a struggle. You had to really. It was really mental. It was heavy. So we went through it. After we all went through it, because some guys passed out, they couldn't make it, and we went through it and we celebrated. It was like we accomplished something. We and the brothers that went through it, we became made men. You see, we became made men. We became Masons. We was master Masons. They did us in parts because it was too much for us to go through in one shot. So they did the first level, which was the entered apprentice, EA status. They did that, which was hell. And we're like, damn. Then we got 2 more to go. But they waited to do it because they knew it was like we had to come back. And I was arranging the bus schedules for us to go down. We would rent bus. We would get our money together and rent buses. I was arranging the schedule. So by this time, they already had the shrine up, and a lot of the brothers had already went through the shrine, and they was already 33rd degree Masons that was initiated under Dr. York in the Wabi Grand Lodge. They was at the top in the red section. We was at the bottom in the blue section trying to get in. So we hit the end of the apprentice. Then we went to the fellow craftsman, the 2nd degree. Then we went to the master mason, the 3rd degree. And that's when we became made. We got our aprons, we got our fezzes, everything. And we was under the Scottish Rite. See, you sat up here and you told that lie, Toronto, that, oh, Dr. York, he wasn't no Mason. Y'all told that lie. Dr. York was a Shriner. Okay? Dr. York was a Shriner, a 33rd degree Shriner Mason. Yes, he was. Because you cannot, I repeat, you cannot just get that regalia. You cannot just walk around and you can't just buy that stuff like that. You got to be attached to a lodge. I don't know how they do that. Back then, that was the case. I don't know what they do now because I ain't been a practicing Mason for years. But once a Mason, always a Mason. I'm going to always be a Mason. I'm going to die a Mason. That's why when you was telling me this nonsense that Noble Drew Ali was the Mason, I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. You sound dumb. And I got pictures of you doing the Masonic fellow craftsman handshake. I got pictures of you doing it. You don't need it. Now, if you too dumb to know what you're doing, then something's wrong with you. You don't know what your so-called prophet really was. He was a Shriner, brother. He was a Shriner. He was a 33rd degree Mason. And like I said, I know that for a fact because back then, in the 20s, in the 10s and the 20s, that Freemasonry thing was very serious with black men. Very serious. So if somebody tried to perpetrate like they was Mason and they checked you, okay, they checked you and they asked you, was you Mason, and you was walking around with that regalia and you didn't know the lessons, they'll kill you. They'll kill you. So if Drew Ali was able to walk around in Chicago, Jersey with that stuff on, and you had, bro, that was the thing at that time. All black men in that era, for the most part, were Masons, and they would give you the grip, the hand sign. If you wasn't Mason, they'll step to you. They might kill you on the spot because you perpetrated. That's how it was. So if Drew Ali was able to maneuver around those people, he was one of them. Don't sit up here and tell that lie. I know he was one of them. Okay, the reason why you don't want to admit that he was one of them is because in your mind that will take away from his so-called mystical prophetic image. I told you, brother, Noble Drew Ali is not a prophet. He is not. Moorish science is nothing but Masonry and Islam mixed, Orthodox Islam and Masonry mixed. That's all he did. He just put them together and remixed them. So anyway, and I'm gonna prove that as I'm going on, because we got time. We ain't going nowhere. You know, I rock out to like 12 o'clock. I'm going to get all of this through. So now we go on to the next page. Is that the second one? Is that the second? Okay. So fast forward. We get all initiated, right? And I become, in the organization in New York as the Mason thing, I get the title of Deputy Warden. That's the title in Freemasonry. There was a brother by the name of Muhammad Qasim. I told you this on your show. The brother's name is Muhammad Qasim. I'm pretty sure he passed on by now. He was formerly in the Nation of Islam. Older brother, good brother. Love that brother. Good brother, right? He loved me like a son. That was a good old man. His son, me and him was cool. He said to me, Nuben, because by that time, I was already going under the name Nuben. I already started altering my name. I was no longer Moshe. I damn sure wasn't Scott no more. I had started changing my name, legally changing my name. Not like you, how you front and act like your name is Taharka Bay, but your name is actually really still Toronto Antonio Johnson, the Mooron, right? So I had legally had become Nuben. If you go over there and ask them people, but whoever's still around, I don't know who's still around. I ain't been around in years. About who was the deputy warden, if they can remember, and do they remember Nuben? They'll tell you, yeah, if they still remember the ones who still around. But I was the first deputy warden of the lodge in New York. Our lodge was the old masjid that used to house the Ansar Allah when we was Muslim and praying there. So they turned that into a lodge. Okay, so I was the high up in the order as the deputy warden. You said some stupid nonsense. I don't know, there's something wrong with you. I don't know, you probably ate paint chips or you bumped your big ass head or that fez is strangling your big dome. I seen pictures of you without the fez on. It probably strangled your dome and made you think that warden had something to do with jail. That's a term that is used in jail for the head of a jail, but warden, the term warden comes from Freemasonry. That's a Freemasonic term. You have the worshipful master, you have the deputy warden, which I was the second in charge, and then you have the junior warden, the third in charge. I forget what the brother's name was. He's a younger brother. We made him the junior warden, and then you have different levels under us. I forgot what all the levels was, but that's how the setup was. But I was pretty much running the lodge because Muhammad Qasim was sick. He was an old man at that time. He wasn't doing well. So I was pretty much running the day-to-day things, whatever needed to be done. I was his go-to guy. So fast forward, when 2003 came, I had about enough of it, right? I had about enough of it because they started doing stuff. That's when Polite came around. That's when Brother Polite started coming around. He was hanging around with this sister named Sakina, right? I don't know. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I don't know if she's still alive or she's still around the community, but she was doing some foul stuff, allegedly. I'm not going, but not so alleged. She was doing some stuff, some backdoor stuff, and he was down with her, and he was causing chaos and confusion when he came into the lodge. And when he started coming to the store, because Polite started coming around, he was about 17, 18 years old. I remember Polite before. I knew Polite before all y'all knew Polite from back then. Talking about 2003, about 2002, 2003. I knew Polite. I helped him and his homeboy Water. He was moving out of his grandmother's house in Flatbush. I helped him out, right? And one day he tried to raise up on me, and I looked at him like he was stupid. And I told him, "Don't make me hurt you in Dr. York's store," because I was about to put hands on him. He was still skinny like he was. He was trying to talk tough. But he came to his senses real fast, and that was good, because we told him he could not sit in on large meetings because he was too young and he couldn't be initiated. But he wanted to come in and sit in because he was spying for this chick Sakina. But that's a whole nother thing. I ain't gonna go into all that. Just giving you that. But by 2003, it was time to go because everything was in chaos. Dr. York wasn't looking like he was coming home. That's when he was fresh and going into the pen on those charges. So I just bounced, man. I was like, they don't know what they're doing. It's just dying right now. So I went out, and this is 2003. I was 33 years old. Okay. At that time, I had met my girlfriend who was from Ohio. Me and her got together. We was together for 5 years. She was like, at the time, she was like 23 22 at the time. I was like 33. She's like 21, 22, right? And me and her got together. We lived together for 5 years, right? Zephora, shout out to her. She hate me, but whatever, right? Because I broke up with her, but whatever. So we did our thing together for 5 years, and nothing came of it. We didn't have no children. But in that time, I started feeling the urge to teach. I didn't know what I was teaching. I felt the urge to start teaching, okay? Now, keep in mind, I was already Newbin at this time. I was no longer Scott Anthony. You see, I changed my name. I got the paperwork. I paid the money. I had my name published in the newspaper. If you want to go check that out. And the last part, Menkari's, was added on my name. So in 2017, 18, that last part was added on. But anyway, so me and her, and she changed her name too to Zephora Nere. But, she's a model. Beautiful girl. She in her 40s now, and we ain't talking years, but whatever. She hate me, like I said, broke up, man and woman stuff. But anyway, I started teaching, and I didn't know what I was teaching. In 2003, after I left, I started teaching. Right? I was teaching, and I was like, I don't know what I'm teaching, but I was just teaching. Okay, and I'm like, I know it ain't Dr. York stuff, because I made sure I wasn't going to teach nothing I heard from him. I didn't want to teach nothing from Dr. York because I'm not a copycat, and I don't like to take other people's stuff. That was never in me to be a copycat. Okay. So fast forward, as I'm teaching, I taught from 2003 to 2010. I taught 7 years. In that time, I met my good brother, my comrade, who's still with me today, Brother Lanier Minjaz, who's been with me ever since. Met him when I met my girl. I met my girl in Manhattan, and we was together for 5 years. I met Lanier at the same place. We was here listening to the Israelites talking. We was laughing at the Israelites. And I used to come up and ask them questions that I knew they couldn't answer. So anyway, being that I was doing that, I was like, I started teaching. Next day I'm holding class and I'm teaching. I don't even know what I'm teaching. I'm just teaching off the top of my head. I'm just receiving stuff, and I'm teaching. It's not Dr. York stuff, right? I'm just teaching for 7 years. Off and on, we booking classrooms. I'm teaching and things like that. And, then when 2010 came in, suddenly the word MENTELLECT came into my head. The word MENTELLECT came like a flash. In 2010, I was 40 years old. In 2010, the word MENTELLECT came. After teaching 7 years, the word MENTELLECT came to my mind. And so I was like, damn, what's this? So I looked around to see if that word existed. Didn't exist. I said, well, I guess that's what my teaching gonna be called. I needed a name for my teaching. It became Mentellect by default because this word kept flashing in my head, and the word common kept flashing in my head. K-A-M-E-N, common, right? And I'm like, what the hell is common? Common, K-A-M-E-N, common. What the hell is that? Mentellect is clear, but what is common? It kept, coming into my head. And then I let myself be still and listen. And what I realized what I was hearing was not common, it was amen. It was amen. You know how you can't pronounce it? You was going amen. You pronounce things like a nigga, like a slow nigga. You can't even say amen. And I was like, damn, I know that name from ancient Egypt, but I'm not teaching Egyptian stuff. So I was like, this name means more and is greater than ancient Egypt. And so I started using that name Amen, and I said more, and I kept on focusing on it, and more started coming from it. More reception, more clarity started coming from that name Amen and the word Mentellect. So I was like, damn. So over time, the name Amen took on a higher state of intelligence, an extended state of intelligence, okay? And it had nothing to do with Egypt, because the word Amen was just passing through Egypt. The word Amen was not a god. You had the Caucasians say that Amen was a god, but in reality, Amen was not a god, a being, a unseen being. Amen was a race. Amen was a race, a lost race that begat the human race. That's what Amen was, and Amen is. Amen is a race of people, not a spook god in the sky like your ignorant self thought. Oh, he worships some god named Amen. No, I was never worshiping no god. I used the term God, but I wasn't worshiping no God. I used the term God so that people understood what I was saying, because I didn't have the words at that time to explain Amen as a race. So if you listen to my early recordings, because I started on Blog Talk Radio in 2012. That was the year my grandmother passed away. She was 89 years old. I started on Blog Talk. I started on Blog Talk, but I started under this sister by the name of Abundance. And here I go. I was starting to teach class, but that was later on. I started teaching class. And the sister, I was going on her show. I would do what was called Mentellect Mondays on her show, Abundance Child. I did Mentellect Mondays. She know Newton, right? So I did that only on Mondays. I would teach and drop some knowledge. And that was Mentellect. That was the beginning of Mentellect, because I was 2 years into using the word Mentellect. And me and Menjazz, we was trying to do it on Ustream. We didn't know nothing about Blog Talk at the time. We got the whole setup. I still got it in storage. There was a radio broadcasting things. You had to buy your own stuff called Ustream. Ustream, I don't know if it still exists, but I did some of my first shows on Ustream. And those were good shows. And then I moved over to Blog Talk, which was much easier. And the sister didn't want to show me how to use Blog Talk, because me and her was dealing with each other, and briefly, and she just whatever. But I ain't gonna go on. She was down with the conscious community, but whatever. So I got off her thing, and I ended up setting up my own account. And from there, I just started pumping out broadcasts from 2012 and going. It's still going to this day. I got over almost 3,000, 2,000 and some channel, 3,000 broadcasts. I stopped counting. Over 1 million people. You can go, I'll show you the number, take a picture. Over 1 million plus people have heard my broadcasts. Okay? 1 million plus people, because I've always made sure my topics were catchy. The first broadcast I did was called the Womental Being. The Womental Being. I spelled it WOMENTELL. The Womental Being. And that was dealing with the mind of the women, beyond being females, beyond being objects. That was the Womental Being. You can go back and listen to it. It goes back to 2012. That was like the first show I did. And I just kept pumping out shows. You see, I got over 3,000, about 2,000 and change. Then I started back teaching class under Mentellect. You can go, and you see in the screen share, you see where I started gathering people, brothers. We was in the street. Menjazz was my first recruit. We going around. and we teaching and whatnot. I'm teaching and talking and whatnot, and we gathering. We was walking around the streets of Brooklyn, me and him, and then some other brothers got with us, and we walking the streets. We was giving out flyers and stuff like that. I came up through the ranks, brother. I came up through the ranks. I started with nothing. Because I tell you, for you to sit up there and tell that lie, you just taking Dr. York stuff and remixing it. Nigga, you don't know what you're talking about. Because let me show you something. I got people who were with Dr. York, the Nuwaubians, that are in my community right now. The Nuwaubians have never said at any point that I took anything from Dr. York. And they know what I teach. They don't heard me. And the brothers, and as a brother by the name of Henruk, who's in my community, he know I never, he go back further than with Dr. York than me. And if I took something from Ansar Allah or Nuwaubian, he would have told me, he would have bust me out. He would have said, that bro, you taking from Dr. I took nothing from Dr. York. I'm not a copycat, sir. I don't copy from people. Okay? I put the work in. I taught for 7 years. I went out here and recruited and brought my people home by teaching them the truth, future intelligence, the extension of thought in our people. Because before we started, the first name of the movement I started was called the Movement of Thought. The first movement I started was called the Movement of Thought. And then it became the State of Mentel. And then it graduated into the Republic of Mentellect. Okay? So all that was an evolution to Mentellect. So what I did was, I said, since I'm teaching them, I started writing books under Mentellect. And it was dealing with the higher and extended intelligence of the Amen race. I said that our people are the Amen race. We are a lost race known as Amen, who predate the humans. We created the human race. We came from the fourth dimension. That's what I teach. I don't care if you believe it or accept it. I don't care, because you a moron anyway. So I don't give a damn whether you accept it, whether the rest of your moronic pseudoscience followers accept it, because y'all ain't doing nothing but regurgitating Freemasonry. And I know that for a fact. I don't give a damn about y'all. I'm not here for the slow pokes. That's y'all. Y'all the mental slow pokes. So when you sat up there yesterday and read, you know, you go ahead. You go ahead, baby. That's some of the celebrations. So when you sat up here and you read from the old Mentellect page from that white racist ass thing called Reddit, when you set up here and read from Reddit about Mentellect, like you read from the Caucasian, the European, right? And you was calling me a cult leader, clown, which I am not. I'm a community leader. But I'm going to get into that in a second. I'm going to explain the difference between a cult leader and a community leader. Because that's what I am. I'm a community leader, not a cult leader. I run an online international indigenous intelligence community, which means we are an internet community. We don't even meet like that. I got followers all over in different states in America and in the UK, okay, and in Canada. I'm going to show you where I went to these places and I was teaching and building up class. All of that came from, there's the page right there, which is, that's our flag. All that came from me teaching on the radio. People just listening to people on the radio. People joined the community by the radio broadcast. So I didn't have to, after a while, I didn't have to go out and just go and teach and do all this stuff. Even though I would teach class here and there in New York, my class was every night. I was starting out teaching 2 nights a week. Then I boosted it to 3 nights a week. And I had so much stuff to teach that people were starting to feel it. And I was turning up and just teaching and giving the raw and uncut. And they was loving it. And I was bringing this knowledge. And next thing you know, people start sending in letters, trying to join. I was like, well, damn, it's no community yet. So I came with the Movement of Thought, the State of Mentel, and then we became the Republic of Mentellect. I'm showing you the natural evolution of how I got to where I was. Like I said, I started in the streets. But most of the people that joined the community came from the radio broadcasts. Okay. So fast forward, we had different flags and whatnot. So we changed that over time. And so after a while, like I said, we started gathering people in and things started happening and, you know, coming together. And, you know, the community started growing. Of course, we had some rejects because at first I was only charging dues of $25 a month. to be a member of the community. It was only $25 a month. You had people bitching about that. People was being defective about it, and things like that, acting crazy about that. But I was like, whatever, man. I kept teaching, and in fact, I raised the dues because I was dealing with a sister. She's like, you should be raising the dues to $100 a month. She the one. A sister gave me that idea. She's no longer in the community, but she gave me that idea. So our community went through evolutions. We went through evolutions. You see me with the brothers in New York. You see me with the brothers. These are images of brothers that's, from recent gatherings we had, right? Where they gathered in New York. So we officially started using the term MENTELLECT. You couldn't pronounce that because, again, you slow and you illiterate. I don't know if you got a 5th grade education or what, but it's very easy to pronounce MENTELLECT, right? And I gathered brothers around me and I taught MENTELLECT, right? And I built up the brotherhood, the sisterhood in MENTELLECT, and I formed the Republic of MENTELLECT, and we became the Mentellians. But then over time, as I taught for years, and I started giving people names, right? You see the double Z's in our names. That means something in our community, which I'm not going to share because you're too slow to understand it anyway. You're going to make it some cult thing. But anyway, let me fast forward. So we had our evolution of people coming. You see our community growing. So I started going from state to state teaching, right? There we are dressed up. My wives are there. My children, you see in the side. I think there's my mother on my other side. My mother's a part of the community, right? We all a MENTELLECT family. Okay. So we built the community. Brother, people start joining from different cities and states. This picture right here, I want to point out. Hold on. Go back. You're going too fast. You're going too fast. Hold on. I wanted to point out this picture because you pointed this. That's my wives and my mother, but my children. We at our gathering. Go back some. Hold on. Hold on. I want you to go up some. Then this picture right here. Let me explain what that picture is. You see my 2 wives, right? You going too fast. Okay. Stop. I'm gonna have to work this myself. She going. Hold on. Okay, go down. Hold on 1 second, because I'm
There's a line.
Huh?
There's a line between us.
Okay. Well. Hold on. My little daughter.
Which side you want me to be?
Okay, just go down a little bit. Go down. No, yeah. Okay. I wish you'd come in here because she working the pictures. I'm almost done with my little screen because I need to show you the evolution of Scott Anthony. You thought you was saying something slick when you said that name. Your name ain't no Newton, man, Carl Ray. Your name is Scott Anthony. No, fool. My name ain't been Scott Anthony since the year. Okay, baby. Okay, come sit with daddy. All right. My baby girl, she up and she mad. Okay, she sit with daddy. Okay. So, no, my name ain't been Scott Anthony since the 90s. My name changed. Me and Zephora hooked up in, let me see. We hooked up in 2000. My name stopped being about 2003. My name stopped 2002. We both changed our name in Queens, New York. My name stopped being Scott Anthony back in 2002. Okay, me and my woman at the time, I gave her the names of Foreign Array, and that's when we changed. We both changed. All right. So I ain't been Scott Anthony since the early 2002. I legally can prove that my name is Newton Incares. All right. So fast forward. Let's go to the next one. Hold on.
Just tell me which one you want me to go to.
Go to that one. This one. Okay. You pointed out this picture here, right? And you tried to clown me about that picture. See, brother, you love the European. You wearing the Superman symbol. First of all, clown, that is not the European symbol. If you notice, that's 3 serpents inside of a 5-pointed diamond. It is now changed on my side. I don't use that symbol no more. I now have a 6-pointed diamond that I created, that came through me with 1 serpent in it. I now have a 6-pointed diamond, okay, that I own the trademark to in that design. I'm going to put, I posed it a few times, but I'm going to show it. And right next to that split image screen of me is a Mayan. That's an ancient Mayan Mesoamerican warrior. If you notice, that individual looks just like me. I found my face in Mesoamerica. That individual looks just like me. That's a ancient Mayan warrior, and that's why I put my face right next to the split screen. Okay. All right. So next, here's pictures of me with the, you see the word, you see the almond on my hat with the reptilian skin. And you see the supremacy of Almond, which is a clothing line that I own the rights to. I own the trademark. Since she was blowing up my trademarks, finding out what I owned, that's my intellectual property. I created Underlord Company. I have my own clothing company called Underlord Company, right? We redoing the site. I'm wearing the basketball jersey there. I got the supremacy of Almond. I'm about to put those shirts out again. Most of the people in the community wear that, but I'm about to put it out. Certain things out from under the Underlord Company, which I don't mind the public wearing. Certain stuff our people just going to wear themselves. I don't want everybody wearing it. Okay. But these are all my brands. Okay. These are all brands I created. Go down. Next one. Okay. Here I go at some conferences with the brothers. All right. Here I go at the conferences with some brothers in the 2016, 17 from the conferences, these members. And this picture on your left, that's us in Arizona. I'm riding a horse with the brothers. We riding horses and with the sisters out there because I taught a class out there. So we went horseback riding. On the other side is me in California with the sister I was dealing with at the time. We was out in California. That was my first time out there in Cali. I was teaching class out there because I got members in California. I told you I got members all over the country in certain pockets and in the UK and in Canada. So next one. That was Arizona and California. Next one. Yes, baby. Hold on. All right. Okay. Here go me with the brothers. You see, we wearing the blue and the red. All right. That was the colors we were wearing, and we still wear today: blue, red, and white and gold, which is symbolic of the almond race, because we don't wear no red, black, and green. We're not Africans. Okay. We're not Africans. We indigenous Americans who are of almond descent, meaning that we are almond by race, but by nationality, we American indigenous. We the Mesoamericans. We are the Olmecs. We are the Aztec. We are the Inca. And we are the Mayan. We are not African. We have nothing to do with Africa. And how I proved that on the show is that the first woman that was found here in America named Lucia was a so-called black woman, bronze woman. And you know she wasn't here by herself. So she's the oldest living being here in America. Look up Lucia, Luzia. She's the oldest woman. They constructed her face as a so-called black woman, like she's a so-called. And she wasn't African, she wasn't Asian, she wasn't Mongolian. They thought she was going to be Mongolian, the so-called black woman. So what that proves is that our people are in fact indigenous to America, and we have no ties to Africa. But you so ignorant, you probably still believe in the African slave trade. Okay, but you don't conduct yourself like an African. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Next. Here we go, some more gatherings. That's my mother and me at my 50th birthday party. You tried, hold on, you tried to, okay. You pointed out that, you tried to make us look crazy. Like I said, my mother's part of the community, and I had a big celebration. People came from all over the country. Certain people came from outside the country into Queens, New York, where I rented out a big ballroom to celebrate my 50th birthday. I had people bust in and things like that. That party cost me $10,000. Okay. I spent $10,000 on my 50th birthday, which was in 2020. Okay. Also at that time, my wife, my first wife was pregnant with our daughter. That was the first time I started to make children in my 50s. I was 50 years, I was 49 going on 50. Stop shaking that. Keep going. Giving you my timeline, bro. So you gonna lie and make up nothing. Because let me tell you something. I don't care what you say about me, but I'm gonna tell you this, Toronto. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what this picture is. If I didn't know. Okay. Well, if you can see it, y'all can see it out there. This is when I was teaching in Chicago. I went and traveled to Chicago and was teaching out there, our followers and students out in Chicago, right? I'm standing in front of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's old home, right there in Hyde Park. Me and my 2 wives and my firstborn daughter. We standing in front of Elijah Muhammad, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's home. I love the Honorable Elijah Muhammad because he revolutionized, or should I say, evolutionized Islam and made it practical for our people to follow, unlike Noble Drew Ali did. But let's keep going. So I'm standing outside his house with my wives and my child. Okay. There's my mother, my 2 wives, and my children. All right. At a conference that we did. This was for my birthday, by the way. Let me tell you something, Toronto. We don't just get together like how you Moors get together. We don't congregate like that. The only time my people come together is 2 times out of the year. People come from all over the country, come from out of the country. The only time we gather is every 2 years. Every twice a year. For May we have our American Indigenous / MENTELLECT weekend. And in November, we have our Mentors Day, which is my birthday, November 14th. Everybody comes for the most part for my birthday. So when you see those celebrations of our people coming together like that and they dress like that, that's either for my birthday in November or in May, where we have our American Indigenous Family Weekend / MENTELLECT weekend. Go ahead. Next one. There goes some more pictures with me and my children. All right. So I'm a family man, sir. I'm a family man. Okay. I'm not running around out here wild in the streets and, like Jamila talking about, he be dealing with young girls. I don't deal with no young girls. My wife is 28 and the other one is 36. I'm 53. I deal with grown women. I don't deal with little girls. So whatever the hell Jamila Muhammad was talking about, she need to stop talking because I'm gonna get on her tomorrow. I don't know why you dug her up. And Jamila, I don't know why you played yourself. You was put out of this community over 3 years ago, right? Yeah. Over 3 years ago, you was only in here for 4 months. I don't know why you acting like you knew so much about the community. Why you lying to Toronto? Why you don't tell you? I'm gonna tell the truth about you tomorrow. Since you came up here and had enough nuts, I said you had enough nuts to come up here and start lying on me and talking about I'm messing with young girls and all this other business. Go down. Since you told her a lot of time, I'm dealing with I don't deal with no young girls. See, you need to stop that. And if you ever say, or you try to put me in a category with that demon, that sexual pervert, nature boy, or polite, if you ever do that again, I'm like I said, Toronto, I got my lawyer, I'm gonna sue your ass. If you shit on my character, gonna talk crazy about me, I'm lawyered up. I will sue you. See, I'm not going to take a year like Tariq did to sue your black ass. I got lawyers and I got money. You know what you don't got? You should have used that money you stole from your Moorish brothers to build that fake ass Moorish city that you took the $80,000 and ran with and bought that house, nigga. You see, I know about you, Toronto. We going to keep going. It gets deeper. Because you ain't got nothing else. All you had yesterday was Scott Anthony. I gave you everything. So anything you say after this point, nigga, you making up. And if you lie on me, I'll sue your black ass and I'll take that Moorish World TV bullshit channel down. Because you already skating on thin ice after Tariq sued your black ass. And you had to take all that stuff down. Because that was the only reason why your channel was getting any boosts. You fake ass Moor. Anyway, go back to the thing. We're going to talk about the comic book series. You got on me owning a comic book line. Nigga, you want to talk about I'm not too bright. Nigga, I own my own publishing company. I own Unlimited Epics. That's my publishing company that I started. It was not started with community money. It was started with my money.
I bought the trademark for that. $350. That's all it costs to buy a trademark. I've been trademarking stuff since the 90s. I own a lot of trademarks. I'm a businessman. This is what I sell. I publish comic books. Let me show you. Here go my comic books, my comic book line here. Characters I created. This is my intellectual property. Fool. I can trademark my intellectual property that has nothing to do with the community. Hurt Almighty. I created this. I own the rights to them. You put the picture up because you wanted to go in my background and you're going to try to clown me for being a businessman? Oh, really? You're going to clown me for being enterprising, capitalizing off an idea I had. I didn't get no ideas from nobody. This came from me. I trademarked her, a character I created, She Fly. Hold on. Okay. Okay. My wife making it bigger. The screen. She Fly. You went back. She Fly, another character I created. These books cost $6 a book. And Thug, the Unstoppable Thug. Okay, I created those guys. I got more characters coming. These books are created, written by me. The artwork is done by a sister in our community, Sister Jaren Mena Perez. She does the artwork. She's an awesome artist. I created and wrote all the characters. I own all the rights to my characters. Trademark. Out of my pocket, I paid $350 to the United States Patent and Trademark Office. I'm a businessman, sir. I'm a publisher, sir. My comic books make money. Now let me explain about what ignorant ass Jamila said, which she don't know what the hell she talking about. Talking about, yeah, his people be selling the books, but they don't make no money. Let me explain something to you, foolish ass woman, who you don't know what you've been to. You ain't been around less than 3 years. We kicked you out. I kicked your ass out of here 3 years ago. Okay? Because you was being a black devil, and I'm gonna get on you tomorrow. Those books cost $6. I wholesale those books to members in the community for $2 a book. So you do the math. If I wholesale it to them, let's say at $100, and they buy 100 books for $200. When they sell those books, they're going to make $600 off the books. That's all their profit. That's $400 profit. That's all their money. It's not. I don't have none of that to do with that. Once they pay me once they pay the wholesale price, which is $2 a book. If they buy $2, $2.50, they still going to make $6 off the book. That's all their money. Do you know people are making a living off of selling these books? People are making a living off of selling these books. You can make over $150 a day selling the books. And I will not allow people outside the community to sell the books. She was right about one thing, Jamila. She right. We do a lot of inside stuff. We don't let a lot of outside people in. Even though we do have newcomer classes, I've done that, and we brought people in through newcomer class. We go have to start that back. But we usually have class amongst ourselves because we don't think, I don't feel like this knowledge is good. This knowledge is too good for niggas. I'm going to be honest with you, especially niggas like you. It's too good for you because you're too ignorant. You don't understand. See, we progressive people. We make money. See, I ain't got to rely on stealing money from people and claiming I'm going to build a Moorish city. Donate to the Moorish city. And then I'm going to take the goddamn money and buy my own house with it. Them people, and I could prove it, nigga, because it ain't no damn slander, because I got the thing, the petition up there where them people want their goddamn money back that you stole from them. And you ain't answering them people, but yet you a good Moor, huh? You a thief. And it's not alleged. You stole those people's money. Then you got these people that put the goddamn petition up. Hold on, my wife gonna put up the petition. Them people want their money back that you stole from them. Toronto, you started collecting money for it in 2016 for your fake ass Moorish city. And here it is 2024, ain't no city yet. But you was talking shit about Umar Johnson. You just like him with the fake school. You was talking shit about Tariq, but at least Tariq got a place. At least he got a place. At least he doing something. You got on Tariq Nasheed. Why? Because you hating the fact that he making money and you not. You trying to pocket watch me. Talking about, yeah, your Fowler was giving you $100, brother. They gonna have to leave you. You want people to leave me because you a loser. You want me to be a loser like you because your followers, you ain't got no followers, nigga. The few people that come to your temple, I got to record with your woman. What's her name? Janelle. I know about Janelle Toronto. She died, didn't she? Toronto. I'm gonna get on that too. Oh, brother, you shouldn't have played yourself, because all you can say about me after this, anything you say after this, because I outed myself, nigga. I exposed myself. I don't got no dirt on me. I'm not a dirty nigga like you. You dirty ass Moor. You with your whorish science. I said it, whorish science. See, nigga, you ain't got the mute button tonight. I got the control, nigga. Get your whorish science where you niggas lie, steal, cheat. You niggas only join it because y'all trying to get out of paying parking tickets. You trying to get out of paying child support. That's the only reason why you bum ass niggas wear them feathers on your head and start talking about, well, I'm gonna go into the courtroom and I'm gonna be talking about the law of this, and I'm gonna tell the judge that I'm not under your jurisdiction. Hey, get your black ass out of here with that pseudo shit. That Moorish babble. Nigga, why you didn't get yourself out of them charges you had from 91 to 2016? I'm gonna read them shits too, because anybody can go get them. It's public record. Anything you say about me out there is a damn lie, because I said everything about myself. If you lie on me, and let me read the text this clown ass nigga sent to me. Let me read the text. Oh, and by the way, you said Toronto, because I'm gonna call you by your real name, nigga. No, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna call you by your first name, nigga. Toronto, you said that where's your proof that we American Indians? Here's a source right here, and I got a bunch. These are like 3 volumes, and there's a plenty other sources. 19 white men who admitted here. 19 white men who admitted there were indigenous black people in the Americas. 19 white men. If you need the European, because you claim I love the European. No, nigga, you love the European. And I'm going to prove that tonight. You really love the European. Not me. I ain't the one with the U.S. flag on my lawn like you, next to your whorish science flag. You see, which is really a satanic flag. But that's tomorrow, nigga. That's tomorrow. We doing a part 2. Oh, man. You played yourself. I hope you and Jamila watching. And Jamila, let me ask you something. Do you know who this nigga is? Do you really know who he is? You need to do some research. Go online and look up Toronto Antonio Johnson. Go look up who he really is and what he did. Let me get some more pictures up here. Okay. So I wish some of your whorish science people was in here, because I want them to tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm a liar. Because let me tell you something, you niggas over here like Moorish World TV that support this clown. If y'all support a dirtbag like this who steals from his own Moorish brethren to pay for his own house, his $80,000 house, nigga, you couldn't even pay your rent back in 2022. You got your you took that money from those people and bought that house, and I'm not even gonna say allegedly, because you did it. Them people still trying to get their money back from you. You took your money, you conned your Moorish brothers and sisters out of their money. But yet you want to talk about I need to learn from you? Learn what? How to be a thief? Nigga, I already know how to be a thief. I was a thief when I was 19. It didn't work for me. I'm an honorable man. I'm a businessman. And I'm a community leader, sir. I'm not a cult leader. I'm a community leader. I am the community leader and director of an online international internet community. We're not a cult, sir. We don't get together long enough to practice no cult stuff. But your people do, and I'm going to prove it. Jamila told you right there. She said it herself. She said, oh, well, they didn't get together. I barely seen anybody. No, we don't get together like that. We don't. You see, because twice a year is good enough. I come on my birthday. We set up a place. I teach. We have a banquet. Everybody go back home. We ain't living on no goddamn land nowhere. We ain't worshiping no damn spook god in the sky like y'all. And let me, by the way, while you saying that, you talking about she talking about I worship a serpent god. Jamila, you a goddamn lie. How you in something for 4 months and you don't even know what we about? You came out of the Nation of Islam. No, I'm going to save you for tomorrow. I'm not even going to you. We don't worship no serpent god. We don't worship no god, period. What we acknowledge is the extension of us collectively moving on to a higher mental plane. That's what we are in alignment with. we're in control or connecting with that mental power. You want to call, you was talking about the telepathy, not just that, the telepathy, the psychometry, the clairvoyance, the intuition, that's all our power that we connecting to right now, because we have moved on mentally from this foolishness and this circular world of the three-dimensional state that you niggas are still in. People, place, and possession. When you wrote that, when you read the thing about MENTELLECT, I wrote that. And it was I tell when you was reading, it was the most intelligent thing you ever read. Don't sit up here and talk about that dribble that you listen to from your buddy Noble Drew Ali, his fake Freemasonry. Oh, here we go right up here. Refunds for donations given to Toronto Johnson, aka Taharka Bay, for Moorish Village. Read the let me go some more. Let me see. It's more down there. Okay, she's scrolling. I'm gonna read what the people saying. Big, make it big. For what it says. Why this petition matters? Let me read this. My wife gonna make it bigger so everybody can see it. Okay.
You can see?
Yeah, I can see. Go down a little more. Yeah, okay. Go up. Okay, stop. Damn, you went back down. Hold on.
No, I didn't.
Okay, wait. Yeah, it went. Go. Oh, okay. Stop. Okay. Dead. Perfect. Since 2016, Toronto Johnson, aka Taharka Bay, has taken donations from many Moorish Americans to build Moorish Village. He then purchased a home that he claimed that he was rehabbing at the first property in Moorish Village. This has been 4 years of rehabbing and building. We want our donations back. During this world epidemic, we need food, clothing, shelter from the Moorish Village. And until we receive our donations back, we will not give up. Hold on. Share this petition in person or use the code for your own material. Let me see if there's any more. Okay. All right. Okay. So they set up a what is this page? This is a change.org page, a petition. They want their money back, Taharka. Toronto. You robbed your own people. But yet you claim I'm taking advantage of my people and I'm not very smart. I started my own business. What business did you start? Where did you succeed at anything other than robbing your people? Now, nigga, if it was me with all this dirt on me, you would have ate this up. You tried to find dirt on me. You tried to dig up dirt. Let me show you what this coon, this Sambo sent to me. Where's my damn phone? Well, here you go. Let me show you the message this Sambo ass nigga sent to me. You a coward too, because when I called you, you wouldn't even pick up my phone. You was texting me like a little biatch, right? Taharka bitch, like Tariq called you. You a bitch. You ran from Tariq when he slapped the shit out of you. You did run. It wasn't no feds around. He slapped the shit out of you and you ran. And nigga, if it was me, I would have gave him a head up fight. Since you went out there, you should have given him a fade. You should have gave him a head up. You 5'10", he's 6'4". That ain't that much different, but you a coward. You a coward. And we know what you know how to beat on your meat and women and children. Clown. And everything I'm saying is factual. We ain't done yet. We got 2 parts to this. And I hope the morons and the morons are watching you. I hope your moronic cheerleaders are watching this. Watching you get this work, nigga. Because if they still following you after that, they some degenerates and they some demonic niggas if they still following you. Why would you follow a clown like this, a thief and a liar? Who a damn career criminal. You ain't nothing else. I mean, I told you what I did. You joined when I asked you. I said, Taharka, when did you become a Moor? You told me 1990. That means you were 17 years old. Right after that, at 18, you went out there and you was sticking up people. So why didn't the wisdom of Noble Drew Ali make you stop being a fucking criminal? Raw and uncut, nigga. You was out there robbing people in 91 after you became a Moor in 1990. You was out there with the feds on part-time and sticking up people and breaking and doing crackhead shit Back in the 90s, breaking in stores and everything else. We got your records, nigga. You can't sue me. It's the truth. It's public information. Anybody can get it on this nigga. Go look up to, if those of you don't believe me or think I'm lying, go look up Toronto Antonio Johnson and look up the in Baltimore under what is it? Under the in the court records, look up his record. Toronto Antonio Johnson. Fake ass Moore. But all you Moors is fake anyway. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't nothing but Masons. Until you niggas admit it, I don't respect y'all, man. Y'all ain't got nothing. Y'all got Shriner fezzes on, like I told you. All right, you finished my pictures, right?
You start talking.
Okay, I already talked about. All right, I talked enough. I showed my pictures. Okay, let's go down to your pictures. Now you called my people a cult. I told you. Let's go start right from his picture. All right. You said we a cult, right? But what is a cult? A cult can either mean culture or it can mean of the occult. OCCULT. It's really occult. Occult. Meaning mysticism, you know, dark magic, dark arts, darkness, and hidden mystery. That's a cult. That's really what the white man mean when he say this group is a cult. But let's just keep it real. The white man was calling the Moorish Science Temple a cult back in the 1920s, nigga. They was calling y'all a cult. Okay? And y'all are more of a cult, and nigga, you more of a cult leader than I can ever be. Because like I told you, I don't got nobody around me but my family. I don't got no bunch of women around me. I ain't got no bunch of babies. I ain't got no land where I got a bunch of people living on it. We ain't got no weird rituals we practice. We don't practice no weird rituals. The only ritual I practice is being a father and a husband to my wives and children. That's the only, and my radio broadcast to the community. That's it. That's all I do. So how does that make me a cult leader? I'm a community leader, bro. I'm leading a community, an international community. I got followers in the UK. I showed you a picture of me in the UK. I done been to the UK 3 times. My community extends out there. The Canada, I've been there. I done traveled, brother. I traveled. You don't look like you travel. I'm looking at your Moorish gathering there. Y'all looking like y'all in the fucking basement somewhere with dirty walls. You talking about my office, which I'm about to have panel. You look at where you holding your little Moorish science cult meeting at. That's a damn cult right there. You niggas walking around with blood red fezzes on and black and white shit on. That's some satanic shit. I'm going to just be rolling up and I'm going to prove it tomorrow. Y'all got the same circle in the 5-pointed interlocking star. There you go with your cult followers. There go cult leader Toronto Bay, right? Toronto Johnson, aka Taharka Bay, your alias nigga. Because that's not your real name. Nuben Menkares is my name. You can check it. You see, that's my real name. I legally changed it. Thought your name ain't no Nuben Menkares. It's Scott Anthony. My name ain't been Scott Anthony since 2000, dummy. But anyway, look at you and your cult followers with your little red fezzes on. You know you got gang members who wear those fezzes in Chicago. They wear fezzes. Keep going. Y'all throwing up signs, which is really Masonic sign. Here y'all go out here. You the head of your cult. Y'all be meeting in y'all little basement temples with dirty ass walls, talking about Noble Drew Ali and that bullshit science, that Moorish science, pseudo science. Ain't no Moorish science, brother. All that is nothing but Freemasonry and Islam. And I'm gonna prove it on this thing. Keep going. There you go. Now that's funny. Ain't Taharka Bay always talk, Toronto Johnson talking about I love the white man, I love the European. But here this nigga is in the picture with the American flag and his Horish flag behind him. Why you got the American flag, the European, that's not the American flag, that's the United States flag. That's a European flag because the white man is not American. He is European. The Americans is us. So that flag is illegitimate. That's the United States flag. Why you got the Caucasian flag in back of you? Why do y'all fly the Caucasian United States flag behind you? You love the European. I wouldn't fly that. You fly that. Keep going. Next one.
skip this one.
No. Here you go, doing the same Masonic pose. We can't see if it could go down low. You standing on the square too. You doing a Masonic pose, and you got your hand on. That's a Masonic pose. Keep going. That's a shrine affairs. Keep going. Keep going.
I am. Yeah.
Okay. Right here, for y'all can see it. You see the hands. You see the handshake. You see the handshake right there on the Moorish Science Temple. The handshake. That is a fellow craftsman handshake of the Masons. That's and they call it unity. That's a fellow craftsman handshake. That eye that they use is in the Masonic temple. That's what we wear on the aprons. That's the eye of Horus. They put Allah over it. You see how these niggas just took stuff from Freemasonry and put their own shit on it? That's all they did. He accused me of copying from Dr. York, and I could prove I never copied nothing from Dr. York. You can get in the Wapian, and I'll stand right up here and show, and they'll tell you he ain't copied from us. I don't know where he got that from. And they'll tell you, but we can clearly see, go in the next picture. You see the handshake? That's the Masonic handshake. Tell me that's different. Tell me that. Go back one more time. Look at their handshake in the Moors. Huh? Go get one back one more. You see their handshake? The unity handshake, they call it. Now go forward to the Masonic one, because I picked these all up. That's the same handshake, bro. You told me y'all not Masons, huh?
My computer is faster than my
Okay. I know. That's the same handshake now, isn't it? Isn't it? That's the same handshake, but y'all not Masons though, right? Oh, brother, bring me proof. I brought you the Fez, which is Shriner. I brought you the term noble, which is Mason, Shriner. Brought you the term lodge temple that y'all still use, which is Freemasonry. Brought you the handshakes that y'all do. The eye on there, which is on the Masonic apron that Noble Drew Ali stole, is Freemason, bro. And I asked you, if you saying I'm lying, because you did a show where you put Farrakhan, you put Elijah Muhammad and other people up as Masons, but you didn't put Drew Ali there as a Mason and a Shriner. Because you want to try to save face and you want everybody to believe that BS that Drew Ali was a Mason. That he was a prophet. Noble Drew Ali was not. Thomas Drew was not a prophet. Okay? He was not a prophet. He didn't bring nothing new. Listen. You can't remix. You can't remix Freemasonry and Orthodox Islam to create your own stuff. Sorry, brother. You tried to accuse me of that, but I'm not a thief. Just because you're a thief, don't make me a thief. Keep going. That's a Masonic part. Oh, here you go, doing another. Okay. Okay, here you go again. Why are you standing next to the European flag, brother? Why are you standing in between that? Why are you standing with that on your left side or your right side, your Moorish flag, your Moorish flag, your Moorish flag, and on the other side, the white man's flag, the European flag. Wow, brother. But I love the European, right? Oh, we ain't done yet. You see, it's the same thing. Why are you standing and posing by the white man's flag? But I love the white man, right? Next picture. And hold on, go back 1 minute. Let me show you something. You see his star right there? You see that star on the red flag, the green star? That's a satanic star. That's a 5-pointed interlocking star. If you look at it, it's a goat's head. You see the two horns at the top, the two things at the bottom, the goat feathers, and you see the chin here. That's a goat's head. That's Satanism. You practicing Satanism, nigga, and you the cult leader. You are the Masonic, the Moorish satanic cult that you push it. We don't follow no God and we don't follow no Satan. We follow our higher intelligence as extended beings. But that's too much for you. Go back and listen to my broadcasts. I got thousands of them. Where I stand on what I say. All you doing is trying to remix Freemasonry. Keep going. Here y'all go with y'all cult meeting. Here you go at your cult meeting with your Moorish satanic flag. You see, and you the grand sheik, because that's what your title is. You could be a grand wizard, a grand dragon, because that's all Freemasonry and it's Satanism. You practicing Satanism. Why don't you tell your followers that that's really what you're practicing? I know what you practice because I studied that same shit. Okay, I know what it is. And it ain't nothing because I got higher degrees. You see, we on a higher level. I'm not even gonna tell you where we going. We on that telepathic energy. Yo, there go your cult right out there outside. I don't believe that's your temple because it looked too nice. All right, it looked too nice. Y'all niggas can't afford nothing. Keep going. Yeah, just take it to probably in front of a library or somebody's house. Now y'all niggas can't afford that. Here you go with some of your converts, some of your cult followers with turbans and shit on their head and damn red chicken buckets. There they go. Y'all niggas look dusty as hell, man. And you supposed to be leading somebody to Toronto? Where you leading them to? The next liquor store's hold up? That's where you lead them? You tell them, nigga, here, we gonna rob the liquor store. Well, come on, we could do it. We could do it. I could do it like when I was 17, 18. We could run up in there. Let's get it. There you go, directing your cult followers. Nigga, you a cult leader. I don't meet with people enough to be a cult leader. I told you, dummy, I'm a community leader. You a stalker. I'm a community leader, sir. I don't run a cult. We don't do no strange practices or rituals. Nobody sees me enough to do that. I don't have no bunch of women around me or female. The hell with Jamila talking. She don't know what the hell she talking about. Her bald-headed ass. Keep going. Here you go. And your little paneled up. This look like a Puerto Rican church. You niggas look like y'all in a Puerto Rican church. Don't y'all look at this nigga. They dusty ass niggas in a Puerto Rican church. He look like a damn Puerto Rican. He a Dominican. I know you Dominican, nigga. That's where that name Toronto, Antonio Johnson come from. Maybe your father was Dominican, your daddy was Dominican, your mama was a nigger woman and whatnot. Her last name was Johnson. Obviously, you wasn't raised with your father. You see, and then you go with your satanic flag, and there go your satanic followers right there. You the damn cult leader, nigga. And Noble Drew Ali, all y'all, the white man was calling y'all niggas a cult. You see, people was getting killed in the Moorish Science Temple back in the 20s. People with clawed green on them. People was getting stabbed up and sacrificed. I know y'all stories. People was getting killed in the Moorish Science Temple, getting sacrificed. They was doing that. They used to call the Nation of Islam the voodoo cult. And y'all people was getting stabbed up in y'all shit in the 20s, but before Drew Ali died. Keep going. Here you go in front of your house, your little $80,000 house, Toronto, that you stole that money from them people, and this ain't alleged. They want their money back, Toronto. Did you go with the white man's United States flag? I'm not going to call that American flag because it's not American, because the white people that produce it are not American. They are Europeans. So all that is the United States European flag in front of your house, Toronto. Your little shit box. You see, that little cat box you bought for $80,000. And then on the other side, your whorish flag. Your whorish flag. That's on the other side. Seem like you worship the European, Toronto. I wouldn't. You putting this flag right on your house. That's white. If that ain't white man worship, I don't know what is. Coon. And you always stay with a hat on your head too, nigga. We already know Tariq clowned you. Your hairline fucked up. But keep going. You got the Charles Winslow hairline. Keep going. Here you go worshiping Satan, nigga. Here you go worshiping Satan with your black shit on. Which who you calling to? Allah? Listen, nigga, it ain't no Allah. It ain't no Jesus. There's no such thing as Jesus. There's no such thing as Allah. The God of this world is Satan. That's who the God of this world is. The true Lord is Amen, above Satan. But that's a whole nother thing. That's fourth dimension. That's over your head. You say, I'm not even going to try to teach you. You can't teach me a damn thing. Because you ain't did nothing. You could barely raise some followers up. We're going to keep going. Next. Here go your little chicken shack. I don't know, I blocked out your woman and your child because I'm not going to involve your woman and child. Like I would hope you wouldn't play yourself and try to do that with my children. Because if you do that, I don't even going to talk about it. Okay? We're going to start with the lawyer stuff and then it's going to get fucked up. Don't put my children in nothing. That's all I say. You can say whatever you want about me, but don't put my children in nothing. I'm not playing with you. Don't put my children in nothing. I didn't put your children. I didn't say nothing about your children or your woman. This is about you, nigga. And here you go in front of your little shotgun shack with the damn American flag, again, the white man's flag, the United States flag, and your whorish flag on the other side. But you still walking around here, you nigga, is that shit stapled to your head? What the hell you walking around with that shit? You got a t-shirt on, you walking around with that hot shit on your head. I used to have one of those Shriner fezzes, because that's what it is. Them shit's hot as hell. Why you walking around with that on? Get a baseball cap or just wear your hair bald, nigga. You love that Shriner shit, that Mooron shit that much? It ain't nothing but remixes, brother. You talking about I don't gotta remix nothing. I never took nothing from Dr. York. I stand on that. I put my life on that. If anybody could prove that, I'll give you 10 grand. I'll give you $10,000 to prove I took anything from Dr. York. Take the challenge, nigga. And next one. That KFC chicken, but oh damn, look at Toronto right here. Toronto looking real preppy right here. Don't he look like a European? Don't look like an African to me. He said, oh brother, you are African and you need to stop putting on other people's clothes. Nigga, you wear European clothes. Look at that. Look at your little store-bought sweater you got that off a table. And H&M, your little store-bought sweater with the bow tie, that's from the Masons. That bow tie is masonry, brother. That tie represents infinity. I used to wear the same tie, nigga. Well, you can't tell me nothing. Boaz, the infinity tie. You know what it is. You know what you do. Go to the next one. You put my face up there. Look at this nigga face. You try to catch me because I'm making the face, try making me look crazy. Look at this nigga face. You see, they go to circle and he got the 7 in there. Really, it's supposed to be 5 because it's the 5-pointed star. Because you niggas practice Satanism, man. That's really what you practice. The God of this world is Satan. That's why there's a whole bunch of injustice and corruption in the world. Because how can this be a world of a righteous Lord or a God with all this corruption? You show me where the good people are in this world or anything that's not corrupt. You show me. Nigga, you sure ain't good. You fake and phony. You are corrupt as hell. You a damn liar, Toronto. And we ain't finished yet. Keep going. You got 2 parts on you. Oh, you're goofy sweat. Keep going. Okay, here you go. With the guy Roy Bay loves MWT. This the same Roy Bay who said you were sodomite. This same Roy Bay, I was just listening to him earlier. If I'm not mistaken, but I'm gonna go back and listen. I got his audio where one of your Moorish brothers calling you a sodomite, a homosexual. He said you sent him a bag of dildos. I got the record. I'm gonna play it to see I don't lie on people. This guy, if I'm not mistaken, this guy Roy Bay did a recording, said you sent him a bag of dildos and men having sex with each other. And when he asked you why you did that, you didn't say you didn't do it. He called you a homosexual. I'm about to see use the F word, but I ain't gonna use it. Is that true, Toronto? You a sodomite? Keep going. Allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly. He said it. And I ain't said you can't sue me for slander. He said it. I'll play the recording. Here you go in your cult meeting again. And why you boys look nasty, man? You niggas look nasty. You overweight. You sloppy, like Tariq pointed out. And he right. Y'all niggas look like a one big fart. You niggas look like if you come in, you niggas look nasty, man. Y'all niggas look like, you know how when people be dirty and funky looking, no matter how much they wash their ass, they still look stink. Y'all niggas look stink, man. Y'all got a stink aura on you. You got a black ass stink aura on you, a nigga aura on you. Because if they would have somebody like you as their grand sheik, you know they ain't shit. You know, if they would follow a scumbag like you that steal from your people, that sit up here and rob and steal, and I'm gonna read your charges. Assault people. I'm gonna read your charges because you ain't gonna sue me. I'm reading what the public record is. Y'all look really stink. These guys look out of shape and nasty. These women probably ain't, they box stink. You know what I'm saying? Y'all look nasty, man. Keep going. Oh, here you go in the Puerto Rican church again. Y'all renting out the Puerto Rican church? Keep going. They're like a damn Puerto Rican church, man. We're at the end. Saying the video?
No, this is the video you want.
Okay, put up the video. Put up the damn video. Hey, Toronto. Here go your mugshot, nigga. That was your mugshot in the beginning, Toronto. There go Toronto right here. Hold on. And it's only part one, Toronto. We got so much shit on you. It's ridiculous. I don't know how you could think you could talk about anybody. You are amazing. All this stuff was out on you from last year. What you think? We weren't going to find this? Hold on.
Yeah, this is just this is not like a Sunday, you know, when we do our big show or event or whatever. So this is just we back conversation, no big deal. Okay, so over the past 3 years, he has verbally, mentally, and physically abused me. Last night, while drunk or drinking, he threw dirty, soiled objects. This morning, 3:13:03. He threw soiled baby wipes in my face. He punched me with his fist on the left side of my face. He threatens me, says he will bust my house and car windows, slice my tires, try to get me back for calling police or putting him out. Curses around my 2 children and his 16-month-old son. Says he will or would hurt me if he was like he was in the past, a woman beater. He has in the past kicked my door in, tried to kick my television in, kicked a hole in the wall in my house, hit my mistake, but he drinks a lot every night. And I don't want him to hit me again in front of my children or threaten me because he has been in jail several times in the past for hitting a female and I am tired. Not time, not he will really hurt me. Next time he might really hurt me, like he said. This is what Janelle had to say. When I turned to get my youngest son's jacket, he punched me in.
Can y'all hear me?
Can y'all hear me?
Okay.
Can y'all hear me? Okay.
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 Okay, I'm not going to talk during the
Okay,
video.
I'm not going to talk during.
I'm gonna let the video finish and then I'll talk. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna let her finish. Let her be finished. Right, go ahead.
In the face, and I fell. Upon falling, he punched me again, kicked me, and proceeded to drag me out of his apartment. Do it. He at a game right now. He can't do it. But yeah, you did all of this, and then just turn around and say, "Oh, they said that they called the people and said that it need to be demolished." What people? So they came out and saw this and decided to demolish the place? You lying. Ain't nobody called nothing. You just wanted to sell the place and get more money. And plus you didn't have no members. It's the only time you had members, but this is somebody else's temple visiting your temple. They brought their own people. You didn't have nobody. Over there always faking the phone. These are not his members. These members go to another temple in Baltimore. Taharka couldn't get no members. That's why he backed down in the basement. Why you back down in the basement?
Yo, this is like utterly disgusting. Just to actually see the reports and then actually read them, it's kind of sick, yo. Yeah, people will be like, "Oh, that's old information, this, that, and the third." I'm like, dude, more and more is being revealed. How many of y'all knew the details? Y'all probably only pictured it. How many of y'all knew the details like that? You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. And to hear that he would threaten the women by taking their children from them, I'm like, wait a minute, what? Like, does he mean like kidnap, or does he mean like just taking his kid and bouncing? I don't know, man. It's crazy what he put that woman through, yo. May she rest in peace. But it's crazy what he put that woman through, and just to read her own words, because you have to remember that was her. I guess telling the person interviewing her or taking the report at the time what she was saying. Or she might have wrote it down herself. I doubt that she wrote it down herself. I believe that she was speaking and they wrote it down. Just recite. She was reciting whatever happened, and they were writing down whatever she was reciting. You know what I mean? It's some scary, creepy ass shit. I know I like to joke around and keep with this whole shit, but like, this is no laughing matter, man. This is pretty serious. You know what I mean? This is pretty serious. And this is the type of individual that his supporters were enabling to go stalk somebody. That's crazy. Just for entertainment? Like, what if something would have happened to him? What if something would have happened to anyone in that situation? Would those that funded this trip, this stalking session, would they have put something on the books for either of those individuals because they were complicit in what took place? Probably not. You know what I mean? Half of those people on that platform don't care about Toronto. They only act like they do until it's time, until they see his true colors. Then they'll be like, "Oh, nah, I can't rock with this dude." You know what I mean? But I'm not trying to sit here and talk y'all to death. I just wanted to make this video right quick and show y'all about what was going on, man. So I'm DSP. This is On Slot Multimedia, On Slot Multimedia 2. Please be sure to like the video, leave a comment, click the notification bell. I'm sorry, hit the subscribe button, then click the notification bell, then select all to get every single notification. I truly appreciate y'all. Peace.
All right, can y'all hear me? Okay.
Take yourself off.
I took myself from you. All right, can everybody hear me? I want to play the next video, but let me say this, what that was. And then I want to play another one we got. Okay, can everybody hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. What that meant was when she said he backed down in the basement, this nigga used to be living out his mother's basement, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, can everybody hear me?
Should be able to hear you clear.
All right. Clear? All right. So when that terminology of in the basement, let me explain what that meant. This nigga was living in his mother's basement and teaching his little fake horror science classes. He was in his mother's basement and whatnot. He was teaching and doing videos from his mother's basement. All right, that's how much of a bum ass nigga he is. You know what I'm saying? You a grown ass nigga living in your mom's little tiny basement in Baltimore, acting like you the man. You see, that's what his woman blew him up. Janelle was his woman, and she passed away, but she was telling how this nigga was abusing her. This nigga's a woman beater, allegedly. But you hear the letter. I'm just saying allegedly to cover myself, but that's her words. That's his woman. Janelle, remember I said he's a woman beater, allegedly, but that's her words, not mine. I didn't make that up. That's all on YouTube. You can find all that on YouTube. This dude got so much shit on him, man. I don't know how he even fixed himself to even come and try to talk crazy. I mean, what made you? What do you know that you easy to find? You eat. Tariq told you a long time ago, and I'm telling you, nigga, you too easy. You need to stop hating on people that's getting money, that's doing things. You see, my shirt here. This is from my clothing company. One of the shirts from my clothing company. Underlord company. This is my clothing company. We about to put our site back up. I'm making money. I'm living well. I'm the king in my castle. I don't got to go to work for the white man like you, Toronto, and that little shit box house you got that you got from stealing money from the Moors. Allegedly, but not so. I would say allegedly to cover myself. But you see the petition up there. This is a scumbag y'all follow. You claim I don't steal. I never stole from my people. Never. And never. I will never do that. You see, I don't take advantage of my people, but you did, nigga. You did. All this facts is out here. I'm about to hit y'all with one more video. We got time, and we're gonna close it out because it's gonna be a part 2. It'll get worse. Wait, it gets worse. Wait, it gets worse. My wife about to play the next video. You know what I'm saying? He's a hypocrite, man. He's a hypocrite and a black devil. That nigga's a black devil. He's trying to sit up here and paint a false narrative of me. The nigga don't even know me. But that's that hater in him. He hates to see any bronze men who look like him, who have the same skin tone that's succeeding. While he out here, he got to lie and steal and cheat his own people. But he gonna talk about, yeah, you taking advantage. We gotta stop the fraud. You ever see this clown ass nigga? He be up there rhyming. It's time to stop the fraud. Do you know this nigga tried to get a record deal as a rapper back in the 90s? This nigga tried to get signed to Def Jam. I kid you not. This clown ass nigga tried to be a rapper. I guess he wanted to be the Moorish DMX. But your shit is what you whack. You see? Okay, is it clear?
Hold on.
Hold on. That's good.
Oh gosh.
All right.
Hold on real quick.
Hold on.
All right.
Yeah, this dude tried to get a record label. I mean, a record contract. He wanted to be a rapper. I told you all these. He was dissing Tariq Nasheed about this failed rapper, and he wanted to be nigga. You was trying to do the same thing. Every time you come on with that whack ass rapping, it's time to expose the frauds. You look like nigga. Shut up, Tippy Turtle. Shut up, Tippy Turtle. Hey, Tippy Turtle. How many of y'all remember Tippy Turtle? That nigga turtle ass looking nigga, man. Go ahead with that, man. I ain't got no respect for you. Let me read to y'all what this clown sent me a text. I'm gonna read this text that this clown sent me. Let me read this text. I got him under my phone as Taharka. I got him under my phone as Taharka Gay. So whenever Taharka Gay send me a message, because this whole ass nigga gave me his number when I was supposed to go on this thing, he gave me his number, tell me to call him. I call this clown. He never answers his phone. It's always through some Google voice thing. He hear my name. Don't pick up the phone call because again, he's a clown and he's a coward. Okay, but anyway, let me read to you what he said to me. All right. He said, because I said to him last night when he tried to blow me up and use my old name, which again is not my name any longer, Toronto. Your name is still Toronto. You didn't legally change shit. Okay. You're still Toronto. Your alias is Taharka Bay. You didn't think you thought I believed that you're nigga? Stop. You don't even believe in what you're saying because if you really believed in it, you would have legally changed your name to Taharka Bay. But you didn't. It's just another hustle, nigga. It's just another con. You just using that to try and get attention because you as yourself, you whack and you lame as fuck. Excuse my language. I don't care. I don't got no respect for this nigga because this is what he sent me. After I told him, yeah, nice try. I said, you thought you was saying something because you used my old name. You thought you really blew something up. Your name ain't Newman Carl Rays. It's Scott Anthony. I told the world my name was Scott Anthony, nigga. You can't blow me up. I'll blow myself up. Nobody can blackmail me. You can bring them stupid bitches on your show, them 5 dumb hoes that ain't been in our community in years. And I am a prophet. Yeah, I am let me read you what this clown gonna send a message to me and say. I don't think you know who you playing with, King. This nigga gonna start off trying to threaten me. Cause I said, yeah, you that clown shit you did, giving my old name don't mean nothing. He sent me this message yesterday, 10:47 in the morning. I don't think you know who you playing with, King. Every story concerning me, true or false, has been told many times. Not to this degree, nigga. Because all these stories came out last year in 2023. And I ain't finished yet. Because everybody don't know about you. But nigga, I'm going to make you famous. I promise you that. I'm going to make you famous by telling the truth about your black ass. All you can do is lie about me. And like I told you, if you tell any lies about me, I'm lawyered up. I will sue the shit out of you. And I will have what's left of that piece of shit Morris World TV taken down. You know, with the money you pay for to make for those listeners. You ain't nobody even listening to you, dude. You pay for listeners. I found out. You pay for listeners, and like I said, you pay for subs. I already found that out about you. You ain't nobody listening to you like that. You a nobody, nigga. But anyway, I ain't got no respect for you because you got a chicken bucket on your head, nigga, and you talking about Allah. Anyway, every story concerning me, true or false, has been told many times. So many times that I don't need to respond. You can't respond, nigga. You gonna just be quiet because it's the truth. But what you should do is keep your fucking mouth shut because you ain't in no position to talk about nobody. You bum ass nigga. I'ma disrespect you all through this hoe ass nigga. And I called you a hoe ass nigga in the text. Here you go. Concerning me so many times that I don't need to respond. My research just gets deeper and deeper. Oh, you mean you gonna try and tell some lies? I told you, nigga, I got lawyers. I'm not going to wait a whole year. If I see one thing up on there about Mooron, I'm going to have your fucking channel taken down. And I'm going to sue your black ass. I don't want that. I don't want your little funky ass shack that you live in that you paid 80 grand for. That little funky ass shack. So you ain't got nothing to give me, nigga. I live in a goddamn... Man, I ain't going to tell you where I live. I ain't going to tell you that. You see it, you'll fucking have a heart attack, monkey. Anyway, I'm disrespecting this nigga all night. I don't care. F this nigga. It's war. You know what I'm saying? My research just gets deeper and deeper. So you make the call. You're a prophet, so you know this won't end well. I don't care about your lawyers or this European system. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. With your European suit on, with your European bow tie, with the white man flag in front of your house. Yes, you do, nigga. Why you didn't tell the judge that when you was in court with Tariq Nasheed and they told you to take all his shit off your page? You took it off, didn't you? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You lost in court. You tried to come up with that lame shit. Well, he made a cartoon about me called The Ugly Turtle, and he made it. Tariq dissed the shit out of you, nigga. He dissed the shit out of you, clown. And the white judge and their European system made you take all that shit down because all you was doing for a whole year was clout chasing off Tariq Nasheed's name. Now you think you're gonna try to do it off me, nigga? Wrong answer. I'm not the one. See, I'm not gonna ignore you like Tariq did for a year, nigga. I'll tear your ass up. I told you, nigga, I'm not passive aggressive. I'm aggressive. Get at me, nigga. What's up? That's who I am. That's who the fuck I am. Let me finish this whole ass nigga letter. His little bitch made rant to me. I told him to get out my phone, nigga. I ain't talking respectful to a nigga like this. I curse this nigga out. He ain't nothing. He trash. Let me tell you what I said. So he said it gets deeper and deeper. So make your call. You're a prophet, so you know this won't end well. I don't care about your lawyers or this European system of law and false justice. So run to the Romans and still prevail when the story is over. Nigga, why you didn't talk that shit when they was throwing your black ass in the can, nigga? Was you telling the white man, you ain't taking me because you a Roman and I don't listen to you European. You got your black ass in the can, nigga. You was in the court with your head down and your fez off, bitch. Hold on. Raw and uncut. The people will make the call at the end of the day. You are a prophet just trying to make a profit. Are you a prophet just trying to make a profit? I'm both, nigga. I'm a living prophet and I make profit. I make money. I'm a businessman. Just because you can't, because you got to rob from your people, nigga, to get your with that fake ass Moorish village that ain't never coming up. You ain't like Tariq, like Umar. That school ain't never opening. You see, you just like that nigga with a chicken bucket on your head. You ain't no different. You a con artist, a hustler, and a scammer, just like Son Nigga, just like Umar, just like all these other niggas. I can't even say that about Tariq because at least Tariq do business. He get money. I give that to Tariq. He do business. You see, you might not say it's on the level, but nigga, who are you to talk? You robbing people, nigga. You robbing people without a mask on. Your own Moorish people. They want their fucking money back, monkey. Let me finish. They got a petition to get their money back from your black ass that you spend on that little chicken shack you live in. That fucking hovel. Let me finish this clown, man. So run to the Romans and I'll still prevail when the story is over. The people will make the call at the end of the day. Are you a prophet just trying to profit? Oh, yes. And all your passive aggressive threats is not becoming. No one cares about your threats. It doesn't matter where you're at or where you're going to be. If your love, Amun, can prove it and visit him. Nigga, stop with the Moorish babble, nigga. Knock off the Moorish babble, okay? I'm not impressed, okay? I'm 53 years old. Nigga, you got a birthday in a couple of days. Your birthday is March 21st, 1973. You Toronto Antonio Johnson, your birthday is coming up. You about to be 51. Nigga, I asked you, I said, was you born in the 60s? I said, yo, was you born in the 60s? Really? Because I thought you was older than me. You an old face looking nigga, man. I thought you was older than me. You actually 3 years younger than me. Damn, nigga. What you done been through? Damn. Then let me show you how much of a hypocrite he is. He became a Moor in I gotta repeat this. He became a Moor in 1990. He said this out of his mouth. He got his first criminal charge in 91. So how good is Moorish science if you had to go out here and rob and steal and you putting the fez on your head and you out here pulling guns, robbing? I'm about to read this nigga a transcript from his charges he got in Maryland. That's where he lived, in Maryland. And I got your address, nigga, to that chicken shack you live in with the white man flag in front of your house next to the whorish flag. Okay. So I said, okay, stay tuned tonight, Taharka. I know you watching and listening. I said, I said, you have no idea, nigga. I said, bye, and I told him, bye, nigga. I don't even talk to you no more. I said, stay tuned tonight. F boy. I ain't gonna use the word. I call him fuck boy. Stay tuned tonight, fuck boy. You a clown. Peace moron. I was just the nigga. I was calling him a more peace moron. I was calling him a moron and everything else. I said, fuck you and these text messages. I said, I'm done. I'm done. Stay tuned tonight, hoe ass nigga. That's how I was talking to this nigga. No respect. I said, peace moron. We done talking now. Come. I said, after the smoke comes the fire. We done. He goes, don't watch. He said, don't watch your channel. I don't watch your channel. I'll be busy. I cook. I cook your next. I cook. He said, I'll cook you next week. That this is what you do for the people. Better look at my catalog. Okay, you do your thing, and I do what I do for real. I awaken the masses. Nigga, you a thief and a liar. Are you awakening the masses to the fact that you a thief and a liar? Nigga, you can't say nothing about me after this. Nothing. And if you lie, I told you I'm going to sue the shit out of you. You a liar. You a thief. You a criminal. You a low-life criminal doing crackhead shit, breaking in stores and shit right after you got your fucking fez on your head. So you can't say nothing. Anything you say is going to be garbage, nigga. Go get them funky-ass hoes that ain't in our community no more. Been gone. Because that's nothing but hoe babble. Because you a hoe. You got time to sit up and talk to a bunch of funky ass ex-hoes that we throw out of here. That I threw they black asses out of here. Including your co-host from last night. She gonna get that work tomorrow too. Let me finish this. You think you're gonna put me in the dark and talk crazy about me and make me into a cult leader so that you can make some damn content for your channel? Punk ass nigga, your channel ain't shit. After you couldn't talk about Tariq for no more, your channel, nobody was watching your shit, man. You was using Tariq to clout chase, nigga. Nobody know you. You a born loser. Let me one more thing, and then we going. I said, fuck you and your catalog. You know what I'm saying? That's what I told him. You know, my mouth raw and uncut. I'm not taking no prisoners. He said, let's crash out. This is my zone. Stop cussing, prophet. You too emotional to be a prophet. I said, okay, and fuck you. That was my next thing. He goes, that's a real beta of you. Niggas, you the biggest beta. You a woman beater, allegedly, but not allegedly according to the letter. You a woman beater. And I'm going to read your charges just so I don't have to say allegedly no more. You a woman beater, nigga. Jamila, you know who the fuck you dealing with? You talking about misogynist. That nigga's the biggest misogynist. He beat on women, not men. Because, bitch, you ran from Tariq Nasheed. We seen the video. You could talk all that shit about, oh, it was police around and the FBI, and I'm not going to do nothing when them people is around. I know what I was doing. I know I'm not going to do that. Nigga, you a punk. Tariq slapped the shit out of you, all of 5'10", and Tariq ain't but 6'4". That ain't but a few inches. You should have gave him the head up fade, nigga. You should have gave him the head up fade. I would have. And I'm 5'10". I would have gave him the head up fade. You ran, punk ass nigga. Anyway, you a so he says, because we about to wrap this up, we'll do part 2 tomorrow. This ain't over, because I got his gym. Let me just read his charges real quick. Hold on, I'm going to go read his charges, just so y'all know I'm not bullshitting. Listen to what this nigga charges is. Hold on. I'm going to read his charges. Give me a second. I got all his charges. Fuzek Yoon, Enra Benzetta, she gave me this nigga charges in order. I want y'all to read this nigga's charges. This the nigga that's sitting up here telling me about right to talk. Oh, more, don't talk like that, brother. Nigga, get out of here with that brother shit, man. You ain't no brother. You a black ass demon, man, and you a liar. Let me go ahead and read this nigga's bevy of charges. This career ass criminal nigga. Let me read this nigga's charges. Hold on. Got his charges right here. Toronto Antonio Johnson. Fake ass Taharka Bay. That ain't your real name. My name is Nuben Menkares, for real. Okay, first charge, 1991, robbery with a deadly weapon, conspiracy, pled guilty, was sentenced to 8 years in jail, but he didn't do the whole 8 years. I think he did about 3 or 4, right? And they let him out. Beginning in April of 91, however, next crime was in 1996 for battery. That means he was beating on somebody, probably a woman, probably that letter that the lady was reading. The third charge in 97. Now, he's a Moor at this time now. This nigga's a Moor, and he's doing all this demonic shit. And then I'm going to play the thing for you tomorrow when he tried to justify this shit. This nigga's crazy, man. Let me see. Third charge, 4th degree burglary. This nigga's a thief. He's breaking in somebody's shit. 4th degree burglary, right? This, you could go see this. I'm not making this up. This is his record, right in Maryland. You could go in Maryland, court of records or whatever. It's public record. You can see this nigga's record. The name is Toronto Antonio Johnson. Toronto Antonio Johnson. You see, you didn't think I was going to find all that. 1997, 4th degree burglary. According to Maryland state laws, the penalty established for burglary in the 4th degree is a misdemeanor, unlike other burglary crimes. Hold on. That ain't all. This nigga was committing crimes right up to 2014 with his Moorish feds, with his Moorish science bullshit. You see, this what your Moorish science teach you? All right. The penalty established for burglary, 3 year imprisonment for no longer than 3 years. However, imprisonment has not been he was not in prison. So he didn't go to jail for that. 2000, he attended paternity court and apparently was ordered to pay child support to Janelle Evelyn Johnson. That's the woman that was the thing talking about how he beat her ass. You see, he wasn't paying his child support. This bum ass nigga don't even take care of his kids. This the nigga that's going to talk about he going to teach Moorish science. This hypocrite ass nigga, this bum ass nigga don't even take care of his kids. He attended paternity court and apparently was ordered to pay child support to Janelle Evelyn Johnson. It's all public record. I'm not making this up. 2002, it keep going. 2nd degree assault and DUI, drunken under the influence. You out here driving under inebriated, but you peace, Moore. Oh, okay, Moore. Yeah, you want to teach us the Moorish science and make us a better people, right? By stealing from your people, beating your woman's ass, getting in DUIs, and this is all why he's in Moorish science, trying to be a grand sheik. This is the grand sheik right here. I call you now the grand shit. You're the grand shit right now, nigga. You ain't no sheik. You the grand shit. You a piece of shit. With a chicken bucket on you, with a red chicken bucket on your head. You a turd with a chicken bucket on your head. That's all you are. You don't mean shit to me, nigga. You started this, and I'm gonna end it on your black ass. All right. Then 2005. That was 2003. 2nd degree assault and DUI. 2005. Domestic violence charge. That's 2005. He beat up a woman again. Right? He loved beating on women, allegedly, but this is what it's saying. If he ain't beating a domestic violence, unless you was doing it to a man and you was beating on a man. I heard you got sugar. This the same nigga that's telling me I'm a beta. Check this nigga out. He the same nigga that's telling me I'm a beta because I'm aggressive and I ain't nothing beta about me. This is all who I really am. I'm not turning up for camp. My wives will tell you this who I am. I turn up. I'm a man. I'm not a bitch like you, Toronto. I'm not even gonna call you Taharka. That ain't even your real name, nigga. You Toronto today and forever in my book. You Toronto Johnson, nigga. All right. 2008, another domestic violence charge. You just can't seem to keep your hands off the women. But hey, Jamila, this is who you talking to? This the nigga you sitting up here talking crazy with about me? I never disrespected you. You said it out of your own mouth. And I never disrespected no women in this community. So for you to fix your fucking mouth to sit up here for this punk ass nigga because you want some shine, because you fucking bored with your life, I'm going to get on you tomorrow. Because you got a lot of nerve. We wasn't even dealing with you. Nobody was even thinking about you. You was nowhere in my mind. You see how I moved on. I got my 2 wives who you was referring to as ovens. I got whatever. I got my 4 children. I don't even live in New York no more. I live in a beautiful home. I was able to buy for my family. You see, because I wasn't raising my children in no city. I'm raising my children on land with a beautiful home. And this is my office. We only been here for a couple of months. But I ain't even gonna go into that. You don't even know what you're talking about. Well, I used to live in Brooklyn. Jamila, mind your goddamn business. And all them funky ass hoes that you over there talking, because they ain't got them hoes need to get a life, man. We done got rid of them years ago, man. Nobody thinking about them. So Toronto, get them on your show live. Tell some more lies. 2008, another domestic violence charge, but the petitioner failed to appear. He probably threatened the woman, told her she better not come. 2014, domestic violence and child abuse, but both parties never showed up to court. 2016, this nigga was doing this up until 2016. Second degree assault, and 2022, failure to pay rent in May, July, August, and October, December to February 2024. Taharka took him to court and got a peace order arrangement. Hence, he had to take videos down, talking. Okay, that was the Tariq thing too. But yeah, he also wasn't even paying his rent, man. This guy goes up here and talk about people scamming people. But who sound like the scam artist here? Who sound like the scam artist? The honest businessman who toiled from the dirt, came up from the dirt and did everything. I didn't take nothing from nobody. I didn't rob from nobody. I didn't steal from nobody. I didn't lie to nobody. I built my business from nothing. I built this community from nothing. I didn't take nothing from Dr. York. I'm not a thief. I'm not a copycat. That's not even in my soul to be like that. I do my own thing. I own the trademarks to my intellectual property. Unlimited Epics, I own. Hurt, She Fly, Unstoppable Thug. I got more characters coming. We doing good selling our line. This is a business I built from scratch. You want to try to take a dump on me and talk about you trying to find something bad and tell me he ain't that smart to me. Nigga, shut up. Shut your damn mouth, nigga. You ain't got nothing to show for all that shit you done did. You a lying, thieving ass nigga. You can't say nothing about me. You trying to besmirch my character? Nigga, you ain't got no character. You got no character. You got no charisma. That's why you ain't got no followers. And the little few funky ass followers you got, if they sit up here and listen to you, y'all deserve each other. Them morons in your section who sitting up here cheering for you, nigga, they deserve you. You just a fucking nigga with a chicken bucket on your head. You a clown, nigga. Straight up. Raw and uncut. Apartment, but according to the website, he sold his house. But according to the website, his house was sold in 2014. Yeah, right. But it's more stuff. We got more. This is the house he also did a tour of in a scam video. Yeah, I know it's a scam. You say, and some donators made a petition to try and get their money back because there is no Moorish Village Builders. How much money you raised for that Moorish Village Builders? Tariq broke it down, nigga. You couldn't even get $193, man. It took you how many years to get enough money to buy that house that you stole from them people? That money you took from your own people, the Moors. You robbed from your own people, nigga, and it's not even allegedly. They trying to get their money back. This is what they saying. I'm not saying this. They saying all this, right? He initially began asking for money in 2016. So now in 2024, still no building, but he bought himself a house. Damn, Taharka. Damn, Toronto. Damn, Toronto. Man. You a clown, nigga. You a straight clown. Don't you ever, nigga, you can go ahead and make all of it. This is the end of you, nigga. I'm not even done yet. It's a part 2. All you can do is go get them old. I'm gonna tell you what he's gonna do. He's gonna go and get ex-members of our community who faded out of here, who left, and we kicked them out. Most of these niggas got kicked out because they was being demons. And it's a whole group of these people on Facebook. They'll show you they bugged out because once you get booted out of the community, once you just move on with your life. Nobody did nothing to you. Why are you bitter? He gonna get a bunch of bitter females. I'm gonna tell you what he gonna do because he said it in the text. I'm gonna read that real quick before we close out. I'm gonna tell you what he gonna do tomorrow. That's how much of a whole ass nigga he is. Hold on. I know I'm using foul language, but this nigga's foul, so I'm not using upstanding language for a foul nigga. Sorry, I'm not. He said, I got 5 sisters lined up waiting to tell their story. Do your thing. I said, I don't give a flying fuck, Taharka. He said, and then I got the big story. Yeah, the big lie. You gonna make up a lie. Like I told you, if you lie on me, I'm suing you. I dare you. Do it, nigga. Do it. You say, stop playing with me. Just leave me alone and stop being disrespectful. I said you can have some more whole babble. I used the word MOOR. I said you can have some more whole babble because you a hoe. And I said stories, aka lies. I don't give a fuck. You clown. I said fuck them and fuck you. That's what I said. I said bye, moron, and stop texting me. He said salute. He laughing because he didn't think I was gonna come like this. Go get them hoes. I told you. These people are bugged out their mind. Again, I don't care what they gotta say. I don't care what you gotta say. Say what you gotta say, but I swear to you, if you say a lie on me, if you make up something, I'm gonna sue the shit out of you, and there will be no more Moorish TV. I got my lawyer ready. Talk all that shit you want about you don't care about the European nigga. Yes, you do.
You on your laptop.
Okay. Okay. It's over?
So you're talking to
Okay. Yeah. Let me get back. Yeah. Man, hold on. All right, but we about to wrap this up, man. I hope as the Israelites say, this has been edifying. I hope it's been edifying because I did nothing but tell the truth tonight. I didn't make none of this stuff up. I found it online. I found it in his records, what his real name is, what his birthday is. He is from Baltimore. You understand? He live in a shit shack. He ripping his people off. His name is Toronto Antonio Johnson. That's what his real name is. And he's a criminal. Okay? Raw and uncut. And that's it. I'm going to close out in the name of Amen, by the power of Amen. And Amen we trust, and Amen we thank, and Amen we continue forward forever. We'll be back tomorrow with part 2. I'm going to finish up on this whole ass nigga, and then I'm going to get in on you, Jamila, for even letting this clown pull you into this. You talking all this, you care about the women and the misogynist. This nigga's a misogynist. This nigga needs to be with nature, boy, and polite. Not me. I'm a married man with wives and children. I don't fuck with y'all. I don't bother with none of them people. Leave me alone. I'm enjoying raising my children. I'm an honorable man. I'm a businessman. I'm a community leader. I am not no cult leader. We don't have no strange rituals. We don't worship no serpent god. You a dumbass hoe. I don't know where you get that from. You making up shit and lying. You a liar. And if you, again, I'll take care of you tomorrow. But that's it. God, we out, man. Man, I want to close up some music.